Hello, hello. I was playing Pokemon. I was sitting here playing Pokemon and I was like, oh shit. Hey Ace, hi birthday, hi Racy, hi Gregory. Ace, happy birthday! I hope you had an amazing I also had the game muted while I was playing Pokemon. I hope you had an amazing birthday. And heck yeah, you got a new laptop. You got your games on your laptop now? Did you have any yummy food? I hope you had yummy food. It's illegal to not have yummy food on your birthday. It was semi-amazing. You know what? That's all you can ask for. I'm glad it was semi-amazing. Is the game volume okay? Cause, I didn't check. And I messed with it on accident. Whose buffs I wait for the most? Sunday. Who are the other choices? When I saw Sunday's name, I was like, I don't care about anything else. Who are the other choices? Firefly, Sealy, Ho-Ho, Welt. And then Jiao Cho and Sunday are on the way. I mean, hopefully Sealy will be playable, right? Because I would love to be able to use Sealy in 2026. Because I got her after she was gone completely useless. Food, yes. New laptop, yes. Slipping and falling down and hurt your arm and leg? Not on your birthday. That's illegal. That's an illegal activity. Hopefully it's not too bad. Just like a small pain, hopefully. Not like my budget who fell down the stairs and had to wear a thing on his ankle. And then I got him a cookie that said, sorry you fell down the stairs. They did make her unpollable. But you can get her on the 50-50, right? That's how I got her. Right? Right? I lost the 50-50 and got her. So is she on the standard banner? She's not on the standard banner. So can you only get her if you... I'm answering my own questions. You can only get her if you lose the 50-50? Oh, but you can't get... Oh, but you can't get her line... You can't get her line... You need to do it for the thing with the tickets with the stuff and the thing. Oh. Okay, well, maybe I won't use Sealy in 2026. Oh my god, how'd I go back? Oh, that's weird. My keyboard wouldn't... The Z button wouldn't back, but I think... whatever. 4 battle passes? 4? That's kind of stink. I think that's the ultimate stinker. They should add the light cones to the weapon banner. 50-50 loss. Yeah, Ho-Ho. Wait, Ho-Ho, well. Ho-Ho would be interesting. Ho-Ho is someone I would like to use again. Yeah, she's the best sustained for Dot and Elation teams right now. So a delicious Ho-Ho buff. Boo! Oh my god, I'm terrified. Go to bed. How you doing, Creeper? Other than lack of sleeping and a broken back from bad chair. You know what would heal your bad back? Laying down and going to sleep. Yanqing supremacy at 5.0 for real, for real. We can only hope. You haven't left your chair in 6 hours? Yes, maybe you should get a new back. A new back? Maybe you should get a new chair. Maybe you should get a new chair. Do you have a good chair? I haven't... Well, I have one of those overpriced, extremely expensive, silly gamer chairs. I got on sale. It was a treat. Do I recommend it? Maybe. But it's broken. So I don't know if I would 100% recommend it because it was nice, but I've been sitting on it every day for multiple years now because I've had it for a while, and it does sometimes click and I go flying because it's, you know, I kind of slightly lean back because I like comfort. So I slightly lean back and sometimes it fires forward and I fly into the PC. So I don't know if I recommend it if you're someone who sits on your chair daily. Your chair is falling apart. You somehow snapped the back support. How did you snap the back support of a metal chair? That's impressive. Yeah, welt buff can make him a break DPS, an ult spamming pseudo sustain, or a team buffer on the level of Silver Wolf. A team buffer would be nice. Oh no, break DPS I'd actually prefer because then maybe I'm not gonna use them. But a break DPS would be cool. Wait, you think if they're doing a welt buff, they're not gonna do a welt SP anytime soon? Uma hit the 1 anniversary here to change Steam cover artwork and they will add new scenario. Ooh! You already have a break DPS, her name is Lingsha. Her name is Lingsha, you're not wrong. I just don't use it for that, but I should. But I don't. But I should. I only have a reason not to. Wait. Oh, it's because I use her in Flirt. In 2026. Here's funny. I was going to bed yesterday? Day before. And I was on Switch. And I was on my Switch and I was just looking at it and I looked at my friends list and there's one person online and there he was, my brother, playing Pokepia. And then today, he's working by the way. Today, I open up my Switch and I see one friend online and guess who it was? It was my brother playing Pokepia while he's also working. And I'm like, which one of us has a problem? Both of us. I actually wasn't on it all day. I'm proud of myself. I got off at like 11 AM to do some work. Imagine flirting in 2026? Apparently it's me. I can't even remember the case. Why do I have 2 save points? Are they any different? 2303, 2306. Why did I save 6 minutes, 3 minutes? Why did I save 3 minutes later? What did I do? He's just waiting for the building. Yeah, sure. You know, he completely overtook me instantly. Because after I finished streaming it, he rang me and then he started playing his game. And I was still playing mine. And then the next day, I talked to him and he has like 2 houses, a pile of huts, every Pokemon under the sun that I want, other than he doesn't have Spigotito either. And I was like, how did you instantly overtake me? I have no houses. Murder of the manager in the concert. Oh! The defendant is the me-sized dude who is blonde as hell? Blind! No, but he's not blind. That's it, yes, it's the concert. And there's a girl who is blind, but she pretended she could see. Which honestly is pretty impressive. Yeah. Yes, and she decided to blame it on the prosecutor Poohhead. Oh no, not him. Yes, the guy with the ginormous hair. Yes. And now we're investigating why it would be him, and he looked a little bit like, ooh. So, yes, with the flaccid hair, exactly. Ooh. Stop playing from the save game data? Yes. I have 3 drinks. I have the world's largest cup of coffee. I have honey grapefruit tea drink. It says honey pomelo on it. And I have the world's largest container of water. So today, I will also be hydrated. White Anything Agency. Hey, Apollo. Oh, I don't have my sweets. Can I reach? I don't think I can reach. Let me see if I can reach. I reached. Is it the 19-liter bottle of water? Yes. Let's pretend it is. Like the ones they install in those coolers. Have you ever tried to pick up one of those? I worked in a cafe/bookstore, and the bookstore people had one of those in their staff room, and they asked me to refill it, like move it around once, and I was like, yeah, no problem. And then I went over, and I was like, on what planet do you think I can pick this up? You've picked one up for... Oh, you worked in an office. I've never worked in an office. No, I did one... I had an interview to work in an office, and I passed the interview, and then I did one day there, and then I never went back. I never went back. They gave me keys and everything. And then I just didn't go back, and one day I just walked past and posted the keys in the door, and I was like, I didn't like that job. I don't want to be there. I didn't like it. I didn't even send an email. I didn't leave a note. I didn't go there ever again. But I gave the keys back, and that's really important. Yes, that would happen. I did. I ghosted the job. Hey, Pesto. I had to ghost it. I waited. I had zero experience. I guess I just made them think I had experience. I don't know. Maybe I guess I interviewed well. And then they were like, do this, and I just stared at the PC like. And at the end of the day, they were like, did you do this, X, Y, Z, X, all these things? And I was like, no. You go to the job once as well? I think it's an event that has to happen. What's my thought on the new MC? I didn't really look, but what I did notice is that Kalos had his top flipped, and you could see his belly, but you couldn't see Stell's belly. And what in the heck? Because I want to see her belly. I don't want to see Kalos' belly. Pleh. I want her belly. I didn't even look at what they would. I just literally just looked at the bellies, and then I closed it. I don't know if there was. Did they have a weapon? I literally didn't look. Did they have a cool new weapon? Is it no weapon? Censorship. I'll look one day. I mean, lightsabers? Guess it's time for EMC to be Albert Einstein because E equals MC squared. Oh, I didn't press a button, I swear to God. Where is it? What? It's not me, I swear! It's not me, I swear! Wait, I'm gonna have to close the gate! Because I'm not even reading it. Okay, un momento. Yeah, okay, wait, one sec. Okay, one sec. Okay. I have to close the game and reopen it because my... Oh. It's, my keyboard's not... It's not working with my keyboard. My keyboard's not pressing any buttons. It's only the mouse, which is interesting. Is my keyboard working? Yes, it is. Okay, let me just reopen the game. I got far today in the game. It's been 20 minutes. We've made good progress. Apologistis. Yeah. I noticed it straight away because my keyboard buttons weren't working on the settings menu, and I thought it was okay. And it wasn't. It wasn't okay. Okay. Oh, you can see it. Nice. Okay, now it's working again. Okay. I just don't want autoplay on. Turn this on to enable story mode in place of autoplay, allowing you to focus. Do you think I accidentally had story mode on? Maybe. The answers to question present. Huh. Wait, does this just play the game for you? Maybe I accidentally had it on? Yeah. I'm not gonna press anything and to see if it does it by itself. Okay, it's not. Okay, look, I think we're okay. Well, that was weird. What does a referee make it a game with horses, hammers, and a ball? Apollo Justice? Did you just come up with that? 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. Hey, Apollo. No more autoing. Hi, Four. Welcome in. Well, you know, actually nothing. I mean, something. Or maybe not. Out with it, the suspense is giving me an ulcer. Well, you know, the trial today, I was just thinking. If you give it a score, what would you give it? 10 out of 10. Score? Gee, I guess I would, maybe, well... I'm just as bad as you. See? It's so vague. Clearly. Machi avoided a guilty verdict, which is something... Though I can't say I'm any less confused about the case. Yeah, because how did he do it? He was on stage performing unless he had a body double. Who also has a sick outfit. Wow, that's huge. Hi, Biddies. Welcome in, welcome in. Happy... What day is it? Thursday. And the victim, Mr. Latouche. Who would have guessed he was actually an undercover Interpol... Oh, yes! He was an undercover Interpol agent. Yeah, happy almost Friday. My Spashi is too comfy to play with? She's comfortable? What part of her is comfy? Is it her size? What a mess. And we don't have any idea what he was investigating. Well, true, but we know who shot him now. Lammy Wow! Oh, I didn't look up how to say that name. Oh, the skill point limit. Halaika? I didn't thingy Bobby the light cone. So I just have the one. And that voice just now. It was him. I am sure of it. And that voice I heard talking... Yeah, the voice she heard, it was him, but she's black. Oh, you're chilling in uni? Is uni nice to chill in? My uni was horrible. Lammy what? Lammy wow. Lammy wout. Lammy wout. Lammy wow. Speaking of mysteries, what's Mr. White up to? I wouldn't mind asking his opinion. Now you mention it, I haven't seen Daddy around. What, is he some kind of stray that just wanders in and out at will? I wouldn't say that, but he has been going out a lot. Some top secret mission, he said. Ooh. Top secret? He's out with his boyfriend. Anyway, you can't just rely on him to save the day, and you've got me to help you. We'll be fine. Fine. Right. Well, time's a wasting, as they say. Let's investigate. And that's the spirit. I have no idea where to start this investigation. No idea. Oh. Lamiral dropped a bomb in court today. It was Diane. Lamiral said she's never forgotten her voice, right? And that's so cool. What's that called again? Elephant ears? I bet that's what it's called. Somehow I don't think that's what you think it means. And she has to be wrong this time? Wrong? Why? I mean, look. Those gunshots were right during the concert. And that's right, I was burning up the dance floor at the time. Did you happen to look up on stage? Maybe at Diane? You bet I did. He was one of the Gavineer's guitarists after all. He's so cool. Okay, so that means someone either had a voice recorder and they made it sound like him, or he had a body double. All the Gavineers have a rock-solid alibi. He couldn't have shot Mr. Latouche backstage. But Lamiral heard him, didn't she? She heard Diane backstage, right? Somebody's wrong or lying very badly here. Yeah, somebody's wrong or lying badly. This might be a wise choice. You think you skip all banners and pull Silver Wolf 999 first, secure her, and then the rest maybe Sparshy and Asheville rerun? I think that's a wise choice. I think going for Silver Wolf is probably ideal. Being the anniversary character. I think getting her is going to be quite important. As long as you like her, of course. If you don't like her, then obviously throw her off a cliff. But if you like her, then definitely. I think she's going to be a good one to go for. Your name is Earthbound Fan 1 and you are fine? Hi, Earthbound Fan. Wait, I just... Yeah, you get it. Oh! Wait, you've been doing a henna event? Oh, that's cool! Yeah, I've seen... I think someone I know had some henna on her hand once and it was really cool looking. She's one of your wish pull... Yeah, there you go, yeah. Yeah, as long as she's on your wish pull list, then... I'm quite interested in Evanesia, the pink girl who needs a different name. So I will be going for Silver, and then if I don't have to, I won't bother going for her Lycon. If I do have to, then I will hope and pray that I get both her and her Lycon in 100. So then I have 100 left for Evanesia Massimus. Yeah. That's 4 in a row. Unless you're gonna dolphin up 4 in a row is gonna be difficult. You didn't know if you should get Silver Wolf or the Yae Sakura lookalike? It's hard for me not to say the pink one first. But I think Silver is going to be really good. Based on zero knowledge. Yae XP is an easier... It is an easier alternative. Honkai Star Rail Yae. Why didn't they just keep her name Yae? Well, I guess they didn't for Acorn. Who also has a difficult name, so... An Interpol agent. I was wondering, what is Interpol anyway? I can answer that question. I've seen movies. Interpol? They're the guys who catch international criminals. Oh. Oh, I didn't know that. Why can't they just call them international police? That's what I kind of thought it was. Instead of making up a silly name. No, it is. Interpol. International. Police. Pol. Interpol. Anyway, you think he was investigating Lamilol? Why would anyone do that? She's not a criminal. She couldn't be. Don't be fooled by appearances is all I'm saying. But remember, I'm a magician, Apollo. I can spot a palmed coin at 50 paces. If only it were that easy. In any case, we know he was working on something. I wonder if it was something that he had considered something to do with something. What? That something being our case, and the last something I mean. My phone is on loud. There we go. Frankly, the whole thing is making my head hurt. What was Mr. Latouche up to? Trucy? Was that another one of your tricks? It wasn't me! I can't even make Mr. Hat laugh like that. Oh, that guy. Well, so he's probably the murderer, right? He's probably the murderer? You love your remembrance team? Goth pink one, the pink one with a horse, the pink one in a wedding dress, and the pink one that floats around MC? Man, that's my favorite pink team. The goth pink one, Evernight. The pink one with the horse, Hyacinth. The pink one in a wedding dress, Siren. The pink one that floats around MC, also Siren. Wherever the mundane gives way to miracles, a world is whispered. Grammy Owl. What? Hey, the other day. We didn't just imagine that, did we? He was wearing a silk hat. Friend of yours? Yeah, I remember that. We meet again. Nice to meet you. Please knock before you come inside someone else's house, you weirdo. And could you please stop smirking like that? Uncle? Uncle Valant? He's your uncle? It's the great Grammy Valent's the Grand Magician. Yes, it is I, the great Valant. What's his face? As seen on television. And could you please stop smirking like that? It's been a while, Miss Trucy. 7 years to be exact. My, how you've grown. And good to see you again, Uncle. You look exactly the same. I hate to intrude, but what is a great magician doing paying us a visit? I believe it was you who wished to see me. Oh, hey, happy Thursday. So be quick with your questions. And do not quail, quake, or quiver. I am tame. Though my stardom may sear the sight, I'm quite down to earth when need calls. He does have a certain aura to him, it's true. Let's ask him about the case, Apollo. His aura sure isn't lost on a magician in the making. She's practically drooling. After all, Uncle Valant's one of Daddy's best friends. That's why I call him Uncle. Oh. No, I mean, my real daddy. That explains a lot. That explains a lot. That explains so much. That explains everything I've needed. Get home safe, fool. Oh, you thought I said Castrace instead of Ebonite? You know, I nearly did. I was trying. The real dad, which is, of course, Edgeworth. Trucy's real father? Wait, Apollo. Don't tell me you don't know about Troop Gramarye? Oh, thank you. Thank you, Apollo. But it does sound kind of familiar. Oh, lost life, lamentably, listless lad. Do not know of the greatest troupe of magicians on the planet. Valant Gramarye. The name began to surface in my mind. It was a name I heard on television as a child. You bet you've heard the name. He made a cruise ship disappear and blew up an amusement park. Sounds like he might be a toast. Oh, and he made all this gold disappear from a safe. Sounds like he's a thief. And then he escaped from a high security... Oh, okay, he's a criminal. You said he was a magician? I opened the locks to heart's change by mediocrity. This is the true miracle of Troop Gramarye. Wait. What, Apollo? I do remember seeing you on television a long time ago. Weren't you with someone else? Like a duo? A duo? Yeah, you had a partner. Something Gramarye. Yes, Zach Gramarye. A masterful maker of magic, a capable crafter of shining showmanship. Why is everyone so quiet? Your full premium team is pretty random. A Gundam? Firefly. A flower? No idea. A fox? Jiao Chou? And an incense bunny? Lingsha! Daddy. Daddy? Oh, huh, no way. Oh, Zach is her biological father? Once upon a time, Troop Gramarye included 2 grand magicians. Myself, Valant Gramarye, and my partner, Zach Gramarye. And this Zach he was my real daddy. Trucy's father and magician? I guess it makes sense. I had no idea. There wasn't much point in talking about it, not now that he's gone. I'm sorry. No, it's okay. I'm not lonely. I've got my daddy after all. And you make me laugh, Apollo. Glad that I'm good for comic relief at least. Not that I see daddy around much these days. Deadbeat dad alert. I've been remiss in remembering my reasons for my visit. Reasons? 2, in fact. The first being, of course, to see you, Miss Trucy. You don't know how happy I am to see you again, Uncle. I'm sure you are. Not one for modesty, are you? When I encountered you at the Colosseum, my first time in 7 years, I could fain not contain my emotions. I wept oceans. And to learn you now defend that poor pianist, that blinded boy. 'Twas a hot topic of talk amongst the staff, you know. And defend him you did. Did she just go Well, it wasn't all my doing. I'm his defense attorney, actually. My other reason for coming here today was this. That's a videotape. Quite so, a recording of the concert, no less. I brought it for you, Trucy, on behalf of Troop Gramarye. Will you watch it? We're gonna see some magic trick of the guy disappear. Oh, the beautiful singing is happening. Hi, Jeeps, you're just the type for the beautiful singing. See? Beautiful. Alright, okay, the thing is, the other guitarist, it's really dark on stage where he is. I know, 3D models. It's the first 3D kind of cutscene thing we've had, I think. Imagine having so much ego that you have 2 huge screens only to have your idol's logo on it. Yeah, it's pretty why wouldn't you just have zoomed in of your face? That's what people want to see. Oh, so today I tried to buy concert tickets. I tried being the key word. Like most basic ass people, I really enjoyed Hamilton. And I'm a big fan of Hamilton. And one of the people that did the American show, one of the main roles, is performing in London for the summer. So me and my friend were like, let's go. And I was like, hell yeah, because you know tickets are actually pretty cheap to go see a musical. Tickets are like between 60 to £100. So I was like, well, I'll just get the £60 tickets. Tickets went live at 11 a.m. I joined the waiting room 10 minutes beforehand, thinking that'll be okay. He's performing every day for like 8 weeks. It won't be that difficult. I was positioned. Wait, let me get the photo up. I took a photo of what place I was in the queue. So he's performing like for 8 weeks, but obviously there's only a finite amount of tickets, finite amount of seats. Wait, I took a photo. Where's the photo? I was queue position 79,581. I did not get tickets to see Hamilton. It was like, literally. And after like 2 hours, I was still like position 30,000, and I was like, oh, I'm out. I'm out. It's not happening. Well, my friend read it, and she was like, oh, cool, because she was like, lol, it's like, I'm number like 8,000 or 6,000 she was. And I was like, wait, do you mean 6 or 60? And she was like, oh, I mean 60. And we were like, yeah, okay, let's just pretend. Let's just close. Let's just exit that, and there goes our hopes and dreams. I left it open for a while, because I was like, if I can just get one seat, I will go by myself like a little nerd. But after a while, I gave up, because I was like, there's no point of even trying. So there goes my hopes and dreams. And what's the word? Mysterious? And there are more mysterious things than her song going on. Way more mysterious. Yeah, the way she disappeared. And this Volant Grammary has good reasons to be here today. But I wonder what his reasons were to be at that concert. Maybe he's part of the magician thing. You know? Oh, I thought I could, like, poke him. Can you tell me about this videotape? Why did you just make us watch it again? And that stunt's in the middle of the song there. I didn't see a stunt. What about her vanishing and reappearing? Oh! I guess I'm so used to seeing that happen, I didn't even notice. A simple sleight of hand, a petite I can do this. A petite prestidigitation. Prestidigitation. A modicum of magic from me to you. So that's why you were at the concert. Some bullshit, that's what I should have said. Yeah, some bullshit. I was there to watch my trick take to the air. But you're the one who knows how it was all done. Of course, I am like a deity with the stage as my domain. I suffer no mystery upon those floodlit boards, not grasped tightly twixt my fingers. It's a potent primeval power I possess. Well, do you think you could tell me how it was done? Hey now, Trucy. That's like totally against the rules, Apollo. Not during a murder investigation, it's not. Mais non, for my illusions are mine alone, monsieur. Also what? Recall that terrible occurrence happened later? Well, after my illusion entranced the audience. Don't even ask, I won't answer. Too bad for you, Apollo. Whose side are you on? I, Valance Gramarye, now make my leave, Miss Tusi. And there's no need to rush, Uncle Valant. You should stay a while. I am afraid I cannot. I may not. I shall not. I have been asked to assist with an analysis, and I shall slink back to the scene. So, you'll be at the concert venue today? Correct. If you would call on me, come to the Coliseum. Coliseum. See you later, crocodile. In a while, crocodile. With a whirl of his cloak and a wink of his eye, he turned and walked out through the door, normally. Well, there you go, Apollo. Let's get cracking. Right, Valiant Gramarye. I've got a few more things to ask him. Foremost among them, that bit of magic that made Lamiwao disappear. And now he knows Trucy and her real father. I'll go check on, little guy first. Today is the last day Abundance character release is closer to Star Rail launch than it is to the last Abundance character release is closer to the launch day than it is to today? Who is the last Abundance character? You assume Lamiwao was launched into a vacuum tube underneath the stage that shot through a cannon at place of landing while people looked at the flying veil? Yeah, elegant. Eleganto. Oh, Lingsha! Wow. 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 Matchy may not be guilty, but he's still a suspect. But they don't have any decisive evidence. Yeah, but only someone as small as him could have gotten out of that room. Right. The air vent. He vented. Sus. And he lied? Lied? Matchy Toby can see. Matchy! Speak of the devil. He looks like he's doing okay. I forget, why did we come here? It's not like we can talk to him or anything. Words are overrated. Feelings are what matter, Apollo. It's kinda hard to build a court case on feelings. But since we're here anyway, might as well get what I wanted to say off my chest. If you need someone to complain to, I'll listen. I think she's actually worried for me. I'm glad Lamiwao testified. What a great person. She even got Matchy off the hook by naming another suspect. Diane of the Gaviniers, the detective. I wonder if Matchy knows what happened. I mean, if he could follow how the trial went and all. If no one told him there's a new suspect, how would he know? What is it, Apollo? No, it's nothing. Why did my bracelet just like ba-dum? Ba-dum, ba-dum. So what do you think of the trial today? Okay. I'm glad he doesn't understand English after all. If he did, he would have been scared out of his mind by that trial. Hey, all's well that ends well. You have to be more goal-orientated. If he's innocent, we win. No, if he's found not guilty, we win. Matchy might not understand English, but I bet he gets that better than you do. What do you mean it's muted? What do you mean it's muted? What do you mean it's muted? I can see the little soundbar going. Oh, defendant, not me. Yeah, defendant. Your stream is muted. Yeah, I'm pretty guilty. Oh. Imagining what, Apollo? It's just... I couldn't help but feel that my bracelet has a heartbeat and it's weird as heck. He doesn't understand what we're saying, right? How could he? He's a young Bolginian. He doesn't speak English. Bilingual people don't exist, apparently. But my bracelet is reacting to him. Maybe it's malfunctioning. Or it's scared because you keep making those I'm so mad faces. Was I that bad? Machi lied about not being able to see. But what if that's not all he lied about? If you're curious about it, there's only one thing to do. You should ask him. I think it'll take something big to get him. Some kind of undeniable evidence. We'll be back, Machi. That's kind of interesting. Machi, you can see it, right? Machi can see, and Lami Rao can't. The whole world's gone topsy-turvy. Sorry, Apollo. I don't think we're gonna get any information out of Machi. Which makes sense. Oh, I have to go back to my house first. To the Coliseum. Ooh. They got a ginormous balloon? What's it say? Guilty as charged. Guilty as charged. Gaviniers guilty as charged? Huh. Oh, that's the tour. Yeah, behind my head it says guilty as charged tour. I forgot that's what the tour name was. Ironic name. If that guy is also then guilty. Oh, what a great day. It's perfect weather for sleuthing. The weather matters for an investigation? Don't some days just feel like magic days or defense days? Sure. Let's get started. Waylon, show us your stuff, Apollo. What stuff? Your voice training. This is a perfect place for it. I did enough at home, thanks. Aw, there's no need to be shy. Keep that up and you'll never make it on the big stage. I'm happy in the courtroom, thank you. I am a lawyer. Then you're in luck, because it's a lawyer weather today. Don't you just want to face the blue sky and shout, objection? Look, the weather has nothing to do with lawyers. Let's get going already. You managed to get your old 2014 Roblox account back? Do you have any cool stuff in it? Oh, this is what the... Oh, the Coliseum. Oh, I see. I thought we were going to a literal Coliseum. They removed all your items? Were they jealous of them? Mr. Attorney, Ramiro, how did she see us? I'm sorry about today. There is nothing you need to apologize for. You were merely defending Machi. Are you okay? Alone, I mean? She sniffed me? Pava. Humans are blessed with 5 senses. Even robbed of one, we get by. Though it does make being a witness rather difficult. Speaking of seeing, you knew who we were before we spotted you just now. And we weren't even talking. Sniffer. I heard your footsteps and sniffed your odor. Oh, you must have great ears and nose. Ears that heard the crime taking place. Or so she claimed yesterday, but how? That was quite a statement you made today in court. About hearing Darian Crescen's voice at the scene of the crime. I did not know his name, but I never forget a voice. That voice just now, it was the guy with the flaccid hair. As I said in court, I was on my way backstage from the stage. That is when I heard his voice. I'm guessing Darian and Mr. Latouche were talking about something? The next moment, I heard those gunshots. Pow, pow! Why didn't you call security? To be honest, though the noise was quite frightening, I never imagined the gunshots might be real. I was in quite a hurry myself. I left the scene at once. So it really was Diane's voice that she heard. Yeah. At least she certainly thinks it was. Hey, tell me about your little, seeing eye dog boy. I met Machi before my debut as Amiral. I was singing in a restaurant in Boginia, and he was playing the piano? Yes. He was very kind to me when he learned I could not see. Is that when you started playing opposites? With Machi pretending he couldn't see? No, it wasn't then. That began after our major debut. After I became known as the landscape painter in sound. It must have been tough for Machi. Pretending he couldn't see and all that while acting as your eyeballs. He would write with his finger on my palm to signal me things I should know. He is smart, gentle boy. I think I see what she's getting at. Machi would never harm a soul. About Mr. Latouche. Yes, he was an Interpol agent, I hear. So you had no idea? Of course not, no one did. I guess that's what it means to be undercover. But someone was after him. They had to know who he really was. Why did he pose as my manager? I do not understand. You have no idea? I can only assume that he was investigating me? But why? What makes you... why would you instantly think he was investigating you? How do you not know he was just investigating the idol sphere? Perhaps it is not so, but I cannot deny the possibility. Because of my condition. As my present is veiled in darkness, so too is my past clouded from memory. Clouded? Right. The darkness that I fear is not the darkness that I see whenever I open my eyes. The real darkness lies in my heart. In your heart? I have no memory of the time before I became Lamiral. I awoke from darkness into darkness, you might say. I was singing in a restaurant these days. What was it that she said about not being able to remember the light? I do not know my past. Perhaps I committed some terrible crime in my past. Everything before becoming Lamiral is lost to me. But I don't think you... I could think of no other explanation. Why else would an agent of Interpol approach me? Do you think your past might be related to this case? No way! That seems really unlikely. I mean, you're such a sweet person, Lamiral. I thank you. Machi too tells me this often when I fear who I might have been. Can you tell me how you did a magic trick? That reminds me. That was an incredible illusion you pulled off. Illusion? When you teleported from one stage to the other, remember? Why does it feel like she doesn't know? I mean, I guess she couldn't see it. I was wondering, do you think you could tell us how it was done? I cannot. Mr. I forgot how to say it. Made me swear to never tell a soul. I was afraid of that. Hard to be a magician if you can't keep a secret, you know. I am reminded that I wish to speak to you about something. Gramarye. Yes, thank you. When I was walking this hallway before, I stumbled upon a small device of some kind. It's been lying on the floor for 2 days now. Maybe you mean this? No one's picking it up for whatever reason? That's been lying there since the day before yesterday. Yes, thank you, Juicy. Oh, rye is in pie. Gramarye. Might I touch it? I thought as much. What do you think? This is one of our headsets. Everyone on staff wears one during a concert. We use it for communication. It would be quite inconvenient should it go missing. We'll hold on to it for you then. We'll give it to the prosecutor Gavin when we see him. Yes, that's best. Thank you. So can I put it on? Receiver transmitter for voice signals. All concert staff will want. Ooh, that's interesting. Everyone on staff was wearing one of these headsets. This might warrant some further inquiry. Tell me about it. You said that all concert staff were wearing one. And that's correct. You need them to communicate across such a large stage. Everyone on the staff had one, of course. And all of the band members too, I should think. So Prosecutor Gavin and his lackeys had them on too then? They're quite helpful though, limited. They only work within 30 feet or so. After all, they're only used for on stage, and the stronger signal would interfere with the sound system. That makes sense. You think someone would notice if they dropped their only communication lifeline? So why was this one lying here? Yeah, that is a bit weird. Go to the stage first. What can you do to surprise a blind person? A card trick? A coin palm technique? You could whisper behind them. That would do it, right? That song, isn't that the one Lamiral was singing? Yeah, you're right. The guitar serenade. Wow, I'd love to do a show on a stage like this. I'd come to see that. The house is full, and there's one of the audience sighs with wonderment. There I am, singing my ballad, rose petals swirling through the air. Not bad. Wait, aren't you a magician? That would be so scary. That's right, I was a magician, wasn't I? Some dedication. Can't explain it, I don't like this guy. I have bad juju from him. Hydration. Wait, I'm gonna finish my... I was gonna pick up my water. I'm gonna drink my coffee. Because it's been here for an hour. Uncle Balan! What exactly are you doing here? I take real responsibility in tasks undertaken. I am inspecting my equipment of illusion to make sure naught is amiss. The Lamira teleportation illusion? Should anything go wrong, it would reflect poorly upon me and my troop. As I went about my exacting examination, I happened to notice that piano. And I remembered that fair lady's melancholy melody. Hey Apollo, maybe Uncle Valent can shed some light on this whole thing for us. I mean, he's not gonna answer that. He's not gonna answer that as well at all. Hiya! Happy Thursday. Happy Thursday. I was wondering about the show the night of the murder. Lamiral's vanishing act was your illusion, right? Indeed, and the purple prosecutor petitioned my performance. At the climax of the song, he said, "Make her disappear, like a dream." Like a dream? Yet, what can I work with on a stage meant for musical endeavors? There were none of the conveniences of a stage built for sorceress acts. It was a challenging task, and so I accepted. Oh, Jesus. In order... Oh, there's different words. I thought she was just singing again. Yeah, I'd have to use some sort of secret tunnel. Secret tunnel. Secret tunnel. Now, because of the murder, all the eyes of the nation are on this concert. Not a bad thing as far as fortunes of Troop Glamorai are concerned. So, you were here checking up on your trick to make sure it went well? And it went well, it did. Now, speaking of pianos, that piano over there troubles me. It troubles you? Why? Why do you ask? Why? I think it's probably quicker if I just go check out myself, thanks. No, tell us. It's Melody's birthday today? Happy birthday to Melody! May her day be dejavu, and excellent, and filled with cake. I know what you're thinking in that head of yours. Grandma, yes, you say, I recall seeing him on the television. Something of that sort? Actually, yeah. Wow, he just read your mind, Apollo. Oh, everyone tells him that, and he made a good guess. It was 20 years ago. A young magician, a genius of this time, came down among us. Wait, but look at the cat! There's the cat! His name was Magnifi Gramorai. It was he who began the great troupe Gramorai. Wait, is that an elephant? At his prime, not a day passed that he did not play upon the screens of every TV there was. I do have a vague memory of someone like that on TV. Yet, several years ago, that time came to an end. My troupe pulled a vanishing act, yes. Cries for magic no longer heard. The TV screen a barren waste stripped of illusion. That's not true. I still went to all your shows. Like that one in the parking lot down at the supermarket. When you stop playing in the supermarket parking lot, you know you're in trouble. Yes, one day we will rise up from obscurity into fame's shining stage once more. I do this not only for the magic that is Gramorai, but for my partner. Yes, Zach. Trucy's father. Before he disappeared 7 years ago, there was no name higher than Gramorai and show. Okay, so I think it was him. I think it was him because he did it so that the case would get on TV. And then everyone would see his magic trick. It's gotta be him. It's gotta. I will see us return to glory. I, Valorant Gramorai. What? No? You don't think so? It's gotta be him. I found the it's pretty extreme though. It's pretty extreme. I found that Magnifi Gramorai was truly a genius, a work of miracles. I'll never forget the one I saw when I was little. How he made that whole jumbo jet go. What happens to jet again? Apparently someone doesn't remember it as well as they thought. Of all the would-be magicians who came to the store, only Zach and I had the talent. In time at all, Valent and Zach were the shining stars in the Gramorai crown. Cool, huh? And Zach Gramorai was my daddy. He disappeared how long ago? Yes! 7 years. 7 years, which is when Phoenix lost his license, so he had to have something to do with that. Surely. And I guess maybe that's why he adopted Trucy?
Hey girlie, hold still.
Hold still. Now that Magnifi and Zach are gone, I have but one wish. Let it be I, Valent Gramorai, who brings the Gramorai miracle back to the... Oh, it was so him. Miss Trucy, you cannot go up quick enough. I need your skill by my side. One skill coming up. How do we manage to get off the topic of the case so quickly all the time? That's one big piano. I've never actually played one. You should get Mr. White to teach you sometime. No good. He can't play. I feel bad for the guy. Maybe now's my big chance. Stand back. This could be the debut of a prodigy. Wait, what was that? Did you make that noise? Let me try again. Wait. You know, I think something's stuck in the piano. It's time to take a look under the hood. Look, This was stuck between the strings. It looks like a lighter. No? Is that an antenna? Not a burning part? Someone must have thrown this into the piano. Found on the stage. It's a switch for something, that's all I know. It does look like a lighter, right? It's definitely not, but it looks like one. Okay, there's no, like, name on it to say, like, the murderer was ear 2K26. Oh, you're right, press the button. The switch, sitting here, tempting me to push it. Push it. Push the button. Do it! Do it, you cowards! Do you think that every strange switch triggers a bomb? That kind of old-fashioned crime drama thinking doesn't cut it in our busy scat times. Alright, Choosy PI, please enlighten me. What do you think the switch does? Maybe it turns on the electric razor in Prosecutor Gavin's dressing room. A switch as big as a razor to turn on a razor? Okay. A 15 stream streak, y'all. 15 streak. Hey, do you want to see this? Words cannot express my shock and chagrin. All I see before me is the stage and me upon it. Okay. No more streaking. Sure, you're getting on in years. Not much time left to make your mark, huh? Juicy! You can't say that, Juicy. He's like, oh yeah, thanks, Juicy. I wasn't seeing my impending death as the issue here. But thanks for assuming. Hey, girlie. Let me go into your dressing room. Lammy Wow's dressing room. Oh, I wonder who this is. Oh, wait. Wait, one sec. One sec. I'm back. Munch. Oh my god. Okay, now I'm back. Steal the tail? Oh no, don't steal the tail. That's why I choked. You steal the tail and that's how I die. It's true. Wait, was there always all this stuff in the room? There's flowers and a basket and the brooch is back on the floor and there's wine and fruit. Was this always here? There's only one person I know who can munch with such venom. Her eating animation is so cute though. What are you doing here? Hello, Emma. You're looking as grumpy as ever. Oh, am I supposed to be happy? You give me the 2nd degree in court and Prosecutor Gavin makes me look like a fool. You're talking about the bloodstain Mr. Toulouse left? My department chief had a field day with that one. Even a blind person could see the shooter wasn't blind. Funny guy, huh? But that bloodstain helped uncover the biggest mystery of all. Now we know that Mr. Latouche was really with Interpol. We wouldn't have found that out without you. I suppose. Maybe that's why the chief gave me these after he was finished chewing me out. Said it was my reward. You give her chocolate? Are chocolate snackoos popular down at the precinct or something? Yes, they are. Be my guest, you're not going to find any clues in here. Though, I did find something strange. Something strange? Something strange. So what did you find? It's so little, I must have passed it over yesterday. What the? I found it under the sofa. What is that? Ooh, that looks like a lighter. Ooh, that looks like a bomb. What is it? Part of some device, I think. I haven't a clue. Let's press the button. Let's leave the room and press the button. The bit sticking out from the end looked familiar, so I had it examined. Turns out, it's an antenna. Like a beetle? Like on a cell phone. And this device must use an electronic signal of some sort. An electronic signal, you say? I should probably present her the switch. But I'll do these. Was that true what you said in court today? You know, about the case? About how everything was happening according to those song lyrics? The guitar serenade, you mean? I found the link, you know. It's a nice reminder. Present her Nintendo Switch. And then she can play Poker Pier with me? He went up to the sky with a guitar. Well, 15 feet up above at least. Blah-de-blah-de-blah. It's kind of hard to chalk up to coincidence. I know, and I found it. You think the same person did all of this? Don't ask me. I didn't do it. Neither did I. I couldn't fit through that air vent anyway. You all think I did it? Sometimes I worry about that girl. Oh, present a Nintendo Switch and ask for Ace Attorney 7. When was the last Ace Attorney game? I guess they just don't make them anymore. I met my embarrassment quota for the year, that's for sure. Well, that's a good thing, isn't it? It's only March. I mean, think about it. Now you don't have to be embarrassed by anything else all year. If only it worked that way. It just bugs me to think that little kid outsmarted me. And it makes it even more suspicious now that we know he can see. He can even have seen the air duct and he could have shot that revolver. But that's not how it sounded in Lamy Lau's testimony. You mean her saying she heard Detective Darian's voice at the scene? That's right. Why can't we have a normal, straightforward killing once in a while in this country? I'll pretend I didn't hear that. Oh, Ace Attorney Investigations Collection in 2024? Really? Wait, new games or just rehashes of old games? Hey, I have a Switch. Should we press it? Do you think you could take a look at this? Small device. Looks like a transmitter. A transmitter? You press on the switch here and it sends out a signal. No idea what it's for though. You mean an electronic signal? Oh, new! Wow. What is it, Apollo? I'll play them. I'll play all the Ace games. You know that strange object you said you found? Oh, this? Let me try pressing this switch. Yes! It's on fire! Emma, the device is on fire! What's the big idea? And the place burnt down. This part here must work like a lighter. So, it turns out I was right. It's a lighter. Technically. It nearly lit me up, that's for sure. Hey, don't look at me like that. I didn't do it on purpose. I suppose at least we're getting somewhere with this. Hey, Apollo! Let's ask Emma some more about this switch, now that she has some first-hand experience. Yeah, a lighter-sized remote control for a very large lighter. I've seen dumber things. What were you trying to do? Burn me alive? Come on, it was just a few marks. Says you were the one holding it. There's enough sparks flying around here for just the two of you two talking. What kind of sparks? Anyway, now that we know that this is a remote for an igniter, let me see that for a second. Well, this is definitely a little transmitter. The signal's weak, probably only reaches 30 feet. Oh! Yes, the thing to set the guitar on fire. It was probably inside the guitar, right? And transmitter, huh? Remote trigger updated the court record. Incidentally, if you look at the cross-section diagram of the stage area... Ooh. A dressing room's always below the stage? Is that a thing? Hey, so, can you see my mouse? Yeah. So, she was up here performing, and then she got sucked all the way down. Do you think she... and then ran up here? And her appeal... I think maybe that's how the magic chick worked. Also looks like it would cover the stage. Kind of seems unlikely anyone would use this on stage. Form diagram added to the court record. Guess I'd best be getting on with my investigation. We'll have to look for more clues elsewhere then. I feel better just knowing what this thing is now. I'll have to look into the igniters a little bit more later. Goodbye! I'd like to know a bit more about igniters myself. So it does seem like her or someone on her team is the one who made his guitar light on fire. Look, it's fruit! Fruit, Apollo! I heard you the first time. It sure is a lot of fruit. I doubt anyone would miss a bit of watermelon. I know, I'll make it vanish into my stomach. Better not, they might make you pay for it. And if you have the money for that, you should probably repaint the office first. How expensive are watermelons? These could have been imported from some exotic locale for all we know. Why is the brooch still on the floor? Are people in this world illegal to picking stuff up? Right after the shooting took place, Lamio tried to come into the dressing room and dropped her brooch. I think that fits with the other stuff we know. Do you think the timing of it when she dropped is important? Yeah, something about it bugs me, that's for sure. Oh yeah, I forgot about this area. Ooh. Oh, they cut the carpet out. And that's the part we did the testing on in court. Loony Mall? What's the Loony Mall? It's a Luminol. Nah, Loony Mall sounds right. Emma's kind of scary when it comes to science. Best learn the word and not incite her wrath again. I think between Emma and Gummy Shoe is the better detective. But Emma is better at science. You know? Oh, there's no one in here. I don't think there's anything new. Food. Why is that plastic bowl of stew sitting there? I bet they use it for interrogating bad guys. Fess up to what you did, and we'll let you eat that stew. That's just mean. It gets worse. See, if the bad guy confesses, they say, okay, eat it. If you can. See, it's made of plastic. It's like you don't know which one's the real bad guys. I think you need to take a deep breath, Juicy. I agree. Oh yeah, I guess. Food can be really expensive in Japan. Emma has money for chocolate snackaroos. Well, what else are you supposed to spend your money on? Do we leave? We leave! Why isn't he in prison? Should he not be arrested and being interrogated? That old bag opens a pie hole and wham bam, my life goes down the chute, thanks. They won't let me work while I'm a suspect. Diane isn't in the best of moods, is he? Not many people are these days, it seems. It is a crime scene, not exactly the happiest places to hang out. Then Gavin had to go rub salt in the wound. My alibi's rock solid. Rock solid! How about your hair? Is that rock solid? So, about your alibi. You have to ask? The shooting happened right in the middle of the third set. Yeah. The music was blaring when we heard the gunshots, and found Mr. Latouche dead. We've got 10,000 witnesses who saw me. Right there on that stage. Your guitar playing was something else. Thanks, the lady. See? This whole thing's a sham. I can't believe they aren't letting me work. There's no need to yell at me. It's Lamior's fault. She was the one who said that she heard the voice at the moment of the crime. Man, I never even talked to that old windbag. How could she possibly identify me? They won't let you work? He won't let me work. Gavin says I gotta lie low so suspicion is cleared. What suspicion? He can be such a stick in the mud. Mr. Gavin? A stick in the mud? He may look all flashy and showy, but he's straight as an arrow, man. Except when he's depressed. You hear him whining the other day? Oh, you mean the thing with the mixing board? Actually, yeah, he was pretty whiny then. He's just a perfectionist is all. Not a bad guy, really. Well, I think the Gaviniers are the best. I have all your albums. The band's fine, too. Gavin can write a good tune, I'll give him that. Come to think of it, I haven't seen Prosecutor Gavin around much. Oh, him? He's down the prosecutor's office, most likely. I've never been there, have I? The data on the victim should have come in from Interpol. Normally, I'd be down there dealing with it. Normally. Apollo, let's go check it out. I've always wanted to see the prosecutor's office. Maybe that's not such a bad idea. Wait on! Say hi for me, okay? Oh, and screw you. Okay. Tell him I want that insta crime scene. We'll be going now. Hey, wait! What do you really think happened? Really? You don't think I did it, right? Well... Great, way to instill a guy with some confidence. Just remember I was ripping up that stage when it happened, okay? Ripping. Don't get led astray by some siren song, eh? Get this one wrong and you'll be eating humble pie for a year. I'll bake it myself. He's annoying. Let's not talk to him anymore, okay? Detective Darren Crescent, he's the one stone I'd leave unturned if I had a choice. Down far upstage, there might be a mic up your ass. I'm more questioning why there would be a mic up your ass. And why is that where you keep your mics? That's gonna hurt. Okay, I hate to say it. His office is kinda cool. So, this is it? The Gavinier's head office? It's not the band's office, it's the prosecutor's office. Yeah, so that's why I'm asking. What is this creepy thing? Object, whatever. Looks like Prosecutor Gavin is on the phone. Oh well, guess we'll have to come back. No, let's go through all this stuff. Oh, we can hide behind that bookshelf like real quiet like. That's eavesdropping. Why? We'd just be waiting quietly so he wouldn't notice. What if we heard something scandalous about the band? She'd make a good reporter. So why was he after it in the first place? Yeah, Lettuce. Look, don't talk to me about those Bulginians, okay? Just get me that report, chop chop, and stop leaving mysterious objects in my office, okay? What mysterious object? What's the mysterious object? Huh? It's times like this when I start to miss Darian. Hey, Poohface. Just thought we'd drop in. Hope you're not mad. How could I be? There's not enough tea here in the world. In any case, have a seat. Prosecutor Gavin, the philanthropist. Watch and learn, Apollo. I actually don't mind Clavier. It's just not a character type personality that I normally enjoy. Too cocky. But he's okay. Clavier, lead vocalist for the Gavineers, or Prosecutor Gavin, scourge of the courtroom? What do you think he means, Apollo? I think he's giving us a choice. We can either ask him about the concert or the case. Which way to go? The case. I shall! Thank you, Gregory. You liked him when a bit of an asshole? Like Sunday wasn't an asshole, Sunday was misunderstood. Don't you think Sunday was misunderstood? Plus, he was just willing to trap everyone in a simulation-like world to save his sister. I'd call that a good sibling. That's what I'd call that. A caring sibling. He wasn't an asshole, per se. I always read the TV section. Good girl. How about you, her forehead? I hate someone calling someone good girl, though. I read the funnies. Then you will not have seen this. Concert of Tragedy, the prosecutor's deadly song. Is that a new show? I haven't heard about that one. It's not a show, it's an article. News, you know. Does this have anything to do with the case? Since getting back from the trial, my phone has been ringing off the hook. How does it feel to take a man's life with a song? Have you ever hummed a man all the way to death row? Do you think you could sing for me over the phone? It's endless, endless, thanks to the case you made today, of course. Oh, that was Apollo's idea. Is that a newspaper over there? Yeah, the Virginian Daily Bungle. Go ahead, take a look. Thanks, but I can't read Virginian. Oh, that's right. Suffice to say, this is a big news over there as well. Though they didn't go so far as to mention the lyrics to my song. Probably no one in Virginia could believe it. It's probably seen as just a theory at this point. The journalists didn't see the need to mention it. And that makes sense, so I hardly know what to think of it myself. Virginia newspaper added to the record. Lamiro's testimony will probably be in the evening edition, I'd imagine. Which is why I've had Darian step down from the investigation for now. Yeah, we ran into him moping in front of the Coliseum. Lamiro was my invited guest, so it's a rather delicate situation. You understand how much I want to solve this case. Quickly, if possible. I really love that song. It has such a great atmosphere to it. You co-wrote it with Lamiro, if I remember correctly. And that's right, it was last year. I had gone to tour Virginia's legal system, as a matter of fact. Oh, that's interesting. And that's when you heard Lamiro's voice? It was at a small jazz club. I wept that night. I knew I had to meet her, talk with her. So I used my influence, which is not inconsiderable, to arrange a meeting. Wow, prosecutors really have a lot of clout. I think he's sort of a special case, Juicy. No, I don't think he is a special case, because Francisca and Edgeworth both also have a lot of clout. Thankfully, she liked the work I did and wrote a song right there backstage. Matchy on piano, that dulcet voice, and my silver guitar that I borrowed from L'Oreal. And music history was made. Probably not an experience your average lawyer would ever have, like Apollo, say. What's with the band? Interesting. Hopefully it's not me. But maybe it is. My bitrate says it's okay. Let me refresh. 8! 8 is huge! Oh, I saw a pop-up on Twitch saying there's some maintenance. But I don't know if that's gonna affect anything. You know, I've noticed recently that I think there's some kind of delay kind of thing. That the delay seems worse than it used to be. Because I have it open on my other screen, right? And it's definitely a lot worse than it used to be. I will check through my settings and stuff afterwards. Because I didn't save anything. So everything's been... I should have saved everything, honestly. It's my own fault. You mean this charred lump? Don't call it a lump. That's a piece of history. And it's only brown, so not really charred. No matter, I shall never sing that song again. I wouldn't have used that guitar again either, even if I could have. What happened during that song anyway? Why did his guitar suddenly catch on fire? Well, his guitar suddenly caught on fire. Because there was that thing. With the lighter, so... Do you think you could show it to us? Your charred, I mean slightly burnt guitar? I'm guessing we're gonna have to add them together. And then everyone will go, wow. That was an impressive bit of pyrotechnics that did this. That's the guitar from the concert. I don't think it was impressive. It was kind of dangerous. I'll still check everything afterwards. Just in case. Hi, Ava. I am having a wonderful day. How are you doing? Happy Thursday. I hope your week has been daijoubu. Hi, the specialist analyzed this guitar incidentally. Oh, did you find anything out? He didn't have a lot of time, so it's still unclear. But the results he came up with were intriguing. Intriguing? How does that guitar tie into everything that went on? Sounds like something we should ask about. Can I examine some of his TV screen? This display shows all the evidence for the case. Look, Apollo, he's got 3 televisions. Hey, don't look at those too closely. I'm still sorting out the details. Each monitor shows evidence for a different case. He does them all at once. I wish I had 3 TVs. What would you possibly do with 3 television sets? I may look laid back and relaxed, but in reality, I'm quite busy, you know? I'm living life at turbo speeds, doing magic, going to school, investigating cases. She goes to school? If I had 3 big TVs, I could watch a magic video, do my homework, and catch a crime drama all at once. No, she couldn't. No, she couldn't. The first two seem useful, I suppose. Hey! Do you want to see my lighter? Oh, I have to go to percent. Oh, it wasn't percent. Prosecutor Gavin, about this remote. Excuse me, did you say something? Yeah, I said look at this remote. This remote control might be valuable ammunition for the trial tomorrow. can I... Oh, present. No, examine. What's next to guitar? Oh no, it's just Dragon. Yeah. I'll ask him in a sec. Wait, what is that thing? That. What's that on the plate there? Is that gum? That's a ginormous piece of gum. Maybe he was chewing it when the phone rang. So he put it on the plate for later consumption? Do people do that? Why didn't you just keep chewing it? Don't jump to any conclusions. That's not chewing gum. Take a closer look. Although I really shouldn't be offering, should I? It looks like a lump of plastic. Wait, that phone call. Yeah, so that's why I'm asking. What is this creepy thing, object, whatever? Looks like Prosecutor Gavin is on the phone. Yeah. Prosecutor Gavin, does this have something to do with Mr. Latouche? Wait a second, were you listening to my phone call, weren't you? Who? Us? I tried to stop him, really, but he forced me to. Juicy! Hey, you were the one digging for a scandal, Miss Reporter. As if she just threw us under the bus? To tell the truth, I'm not even sure what it is. But apparently it's a model of something undercover agent Mr. Latouche was after. This lump? Would you mind telling us what you would know about it? Okay, let's do the guitar and then the lump. It was a beautiful instrument. It was played lovingly for many years. A guitar befitting a woman like Lemuel. How did it end up here? She gave it to me. I mentioned how much I enjoyed playing it that night, and she made a present of it. So this guitar is from Virginia? Okay, so yeah, she set up the fire thing. Vacuum packed it in her studio. I used a special shipping service available to me for transport and evidence. They brought it right up to my office for me. Feels like an abusive hour. Pristine and untouched. See, prosecutors do have a lot of clout. I still think he's a special case. Such a valuable guitar. It's too bad it got burnt. Oh, I can examine it. What was that you were saying earlier? Something about intriguing results from the examination? That's right. What was all that all about? Well, you know how guitars have a round hole in the front? This is called the sound hole. So that's what it's called. Well, they formed something attached to the wood just inside the hole. A broken device of some sort. A broken... Yes, this, in fact, the examiner is busy with evidence from the case now. However, so he'll be checking this out once he's finished with everything else. Odd. That device looks strangely familiar. I'll do the lump afterwards. Oh, I want to look at this first. Oh, okay, there's nothing inside. And there's a lightly scorched, and then there's this. It's burnt clean through. It's pretty much a useless piece of junk. It's kind of like you after a trial, Apollo. What's with the burn? Quite literally. Sir? We found one of these shoved down the side of a couch. Take a look at this. That looks like the same thing. What is it? It's an igniter. Another one? It was at the crime scene in Lamirel's dressing room. Detective Sky found it, actually. At the scene of the crime? What could that mean, I wonder? Oh, that's it? Oh, I thought we'd have a deep conversation about it. This was found in Mr. Latusse's bag. It's apparently a replica of something. It's a small lump, about 1.5 inches long. We analyzed it, but there's not much to say. It looks like a teeny tiny dinosaur egg. Perhaps it was one used in the identification of whatever it is a replica of? You mean whatever Mr. Latousse was after? It seems to be the most logical explanation. Well, what is it? Don't ask me, Pauline. If you don't want to tell us, you could just say so. I put in a request to Interpol via my contacts in Virginia. But apparently there was a block in information somewhere along the chain. And there's something either Interpol or Virginia doesn't want to share. Something about this little piece of plastic. I would imagine it's Interpol. Replica of something held by Mr. Latousse, apparently focus of his investigation. I've sent someone to the Coliseum to fetch Lamirel. Perhaps she knows something about it, being a Virginian. I believe that covers everything I'm at liberty to talk to you about. Thanks for dropping by, her forehead. Why, you gave me such information. That igniter, for instance. Oh, that. I've never met an attorney so forthcoming with the prosecution. It's a big help. Or perhaps you're just a tad naive, No, I'm just seeing it as we're trying to work together to find who the real murderer is. Come on now, clever you. Thanks for the information. About the, strange lump of plastic. The one that Mr. Latousse was investigating. Hey, that's right! I've been thinking, Forehead. We encounter many incidents in our lives. All of us. Not all of them simple. Especially not the ones where people are killing to song lyrics. That is why I try to at least remain simple inside. And I keep a simple goal. To discover the truth. And that's why I like to keep relations civil, yeah? That is all. I can live with that. Mr. Prosecutor? Foley? Can I ask you why you sing in a band? Because I want women to turn and look when I walk down the street? I mean... At least he's honest. No, if you'll excuse me, I've got work to do. Another time, perhaps. Oh. I mean, valid, yeah. I go back here. Tell what's his face? Oh, it's you. You came at a good time. Hey there, Emma. What's up? Either of you know what Lamirel is? I saw her in the backstage hallway a while ago. Yeah. I can't find her anywhere. I was supposed to bring her to the prosecutor's office. Lamirel's missing? It's hard to imagine her wandering off somewhere on her own. Being that she's blind and all. No, I would imagine she could wander off. Will help look for her? This place is deserted. I wonder where Lamirel went off to. I'm sure she's okay on her own. She seems resourceful. I guess, but I can't help worry about her a little. The stage? The wings. It's a little bit dark. The power breaker must be off for this section. Great. I'll go get someone. It was really dark out there. Dark. That's all Lamirel has when you think about it. What would it be like to live in a world of darkness? Hey, Apollo. Doesn't something about the stage seem different? Like something has changed? Oh my god, what has changed? Changed? I can't put my finger on it, but it's bugging me. Now it's bugging me. Oh my god, what has changed? Is there something different? Piano is still there. Has this always been here? That case, wasn't that open before? Okay, the case is closed now. I guess someone closed it. Wait, look where the case closes. Something's sticking out. That doesn't look like an... Oh my god, is she in there? Is she in there? How big is that? Is that big? Is that a big? She's in there. No, it's not closed. We don't have a verdict left. Okay. You don't think it's... Let's open it, Apollo. Flashbang. How'd she fit in there? Are these cases huge? It was pretty funny. It was pretty funny if I could. We have to get Emma. No, we have to get a paramedic. What if she has brain damage due to lack of oxygen? Emma ran around, barking orders, making phone calls. Sushi just clung to my arm and cried. And me, I was still in shock. 2 bodies in 2 days is too many. Emma, how's Lamio? Is she okay? And we owe you all a big thanks, that's for sure. She's okay? Yeah, she came to a short while ago. You found her before it was too late. And that's good to hear. So what happened? Someone attacked her. She was struck on the forehead. Do you think someone attacked her? Or do you think, the guy with the hair actually just walked forward and accidentally doked her in the head with his rock-solid hairstyle? I like to think he accidentally knocked her out. How could she not see... Trucy. Why, would you like to see her now? Is that alright? She wants to thank you for saving her life. Lamio! Mr. Attorney, you were the one who found me. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. I'm just glad you're okay. Tell me what happened. It was after I spoke with you in front of the dressing room. I sensed someone approaching. I thought it might be someone coming to see me, but they said nothing. When I went to return to my dressing room... You were hit? I knew, that very moment, I knew the assailant was trying to kill me. It was looking for me. The first blow did not knock me out. This is gonna make that guitar guy look even more guilty because he hated her and is calling her a windbag. Someone was chasing me. I could hear footsteps. Yeah, I reached the stage first. Why the stage? I had overheard maintenance people talking. The power to the stage area was off, they said, for electrical work. And darkness is my ally. There was a contrabass that... Oh! She went in there herself? That's where I hid, so the assailant couldn't see you. Once in the case, I'm afraid I passed out. Yeah, you dumbass! That's like putting a plastic bag over your head and wondering why you can't breathe. Those cases are normally like airtight to protect the instruments. You absolute silly sausage. Do you have any idea who it might have been? Unfortunately, no. Whoever it was, they said not a word. Yet, when I considered that I was struck high on the forehead... she's sharp. And you're much taller than I am. You're about as tall as Apollo. Is Apollo tall? I kind of always saw him as being kind of short. Why would anyone attack you, Lemuel? The detective asked me this too. And to her, I gave the same answer I give you. I do not know. Do I have anything to show her? Oh, Girl, do you know about this egg? She's just flattering. She's like, wow, Apollo, you're so tall. Do you know what this is? This is what Mr. Lucius was carrying it. It's a replica of the thing he was after. He was after? You know, in his secret identity. As an undercover agent. So that's what he was doing. You mean you know? Yes, I know, of course. This must be a dinosaur egg. Or rather, a convincing replica of. Why haven't I heard of a Bojinian cocoon before? Why would he be carrying this around? Was it some kind of souvenir? What's a Bojinian cocoon? Is that what Bojinians are born out of? I'm sorry, I've not quite recovered from the attack. Okay, she won't tell me about the guitar. Oh, but will she tell me what this newspaper article says, Papa? Nope. They call it a Bojinian. It must only be found in Bojinia. For certain, all in Bojinia know of these. It's a cocoon, so do you get silk from it? Oh. I do not know the details, I'm sorry to say. I thought she said all in Bojinia knew of this. The little guy we know about it. Something all in Bojinia know. The cocoons, they are not to be taken out of the country. If someone does and is caught, they will be put to death. Death for stealing a little cocoon? For stealing a little... What are cocoons from? They're from, like, bugs, right? From, like, moths? Or caterpillars? Or things that make silk, apparently? I'm sure there was a good reason. But this is just a piece of plastic. He was carrying a replica. But look for the real deal. That's my best guess. So that's what he was up to. Tracking down a Bojinian cocoon smuggling. It seems I was marked. Marked? Life-changing for me with the popularity of my songs. I began to travel around the world. So you could have brought those Bojinian cocoons with you? On my trips, yes, that was probably the suspicion. And Mr. Latus was placed as an undercover agent to look into it. Bojinia is a small, sheltered country. Not many of our people venture into the world outside. Is that why they suspected you? But Mr. Latus wasn't a Bojinian, was he? He was an Interpol agent, which means... There must be some reason why Bojinia doesn't want those cocoons getting out. Because they're man-eating moths, I imagine. Evil man-eating moths. So Bojinia, it's their new weapon to attack and overrun the entire world. So they didn't want everyone to know about it. Cocoon smuggling, and Mr. Latus had Lamira marked. It couldn't be her. There's one other person I need to talk to. Thank you for talking to us, Lamira. It was the least I could do. Actually, I have another request. If it is within my power, I need an interpreter, someone who speaks Bojinian. Apollo. Would you come with us, if you're well enough? I see. Yes, of course. I shall accompany you. Where are we going? Come on, Chusi, we're about to get into the bottom of this. What if it was my little guy? What if it was Machi? It would be kind of cool. Could you interpret this for us, Lamiro? Yes. Machi, I'd like to talk to you about when we first met. When we still thought you were blind. No, I'm not gonna do it. Now we know the truth. You can see, right? Defending is magic? Wait, Mr. Attorney. What do you mean by secret? What do I mean by secret? Well... The cocoon. Take that! Take that! You know something about this, don't you? Wow! Machi, you didn't... Juicy and I are trained to see people's uncertainty. Not that we would have needed any training to see that one. You're not trained to see people's uncertainty. You have a magic bracelet. Mr. Attorney, please tell me what this is all about. Lamuel, please interpret. Very well. I know you know something about this by your reaction. If you won't tell me, I might have to give it to the prosecution. And have them look into it. Oh. He asks you to wait. Do not be so hasty. Machi? Goat question mark? Goat question mark. Do you know everything? Yes, everything. Well, sort of. Actually, no, we know nothing. Have him tell us about it. Very well. Ooh. What is this cocoon, anyway? The cocoon, the silk, is a potent cure. A cure? It must come from some disease. It's a cure for incuritis. What is incuritis? Is it incurable? If it's a cure, why keep it on Virginia like that? Just think of all the lives they could save by sharing the medicine. I don't understand the reasons myself. Okay, well at least we know what it is, a cure. And Mr. Latus was after cocoon smugglers? Was Machi? Machi, you weren't. He couldn't be a smuggler, he's so little. No, I would argue the littlest people are normally smugglers. Well, you're only 15 and you're sort of a magician, aren't you? Well, that's true, I am sort of a magician. She said sort of. Well, Machi, are you a smuggler? He won't tell me. First he plays blind, and now he plays dumb. Do you think he brought a cocoon here to sell it to someone? If Machi really did bring one into the country, was he planning on making a deal for its sale? Oh. I can't go home. I can't go home to Virginia. I don't want to go home. That's right, it's punishable by death. About the case. He wants to tell us about Mr. Latus's death? This meeting's over. Oh, but what did he say? Diane? What do you mean visiting hours aren't over yet? There's a call from Machi from the Virginian embassy. This meeting is over. Sorry. Just give us 5 more minutes. We can call them back after that. Sorry, no go. Come on, piano boy, we're leaving. Ooh, Darian's looking more and more guilty now. I never liked you, either of you. Huh? You just come in to be like, I don't like you? We did it. We were so close. Hey, Apollo. He didn't want us to hear what Machi had to say. Apollo? Why is everyone ignoring me? Sorry, this is it. I know who I'm after now. It all happens tomorrow. In court. Darian now looks very guilty. Now he looks very, very guilty. Because he hated her and then all of a sudden she was doinked on the head by someone tall with a high-up weapon, which would be his hair. July 10th, 9:49. This is it. And today's the day, and it all goes down. I feel like maybe Machi and Darren are working together. Just give us 5 more minutes. We can call them back after. Yeah. It's weird just to throw in, I hate both of you. I think I know why. Time to bring down a little justice. What was that? He is heard but unseen? Who's that talking? Oh, it's Uncle. Balan's Glamry, I exclaimed as he walked in through the door. Normally. You aren't the witness today, are you, Uncle? A preposterous position. How could I stand to stand upon the stand? Why, my secrets would be free for the plugging. I might even have to sign autographs. This is why I intend to remain hidden for the entire day. Oh, with vanishing magic? Indeed, I will jump upon an express train and express myself to the next town over. But before I go, a word of warning. Warning? A grand Glamry glamour resides at the root of all that has happened. Do not forget this truth. A glamour? A spell, a sorcery, a great illusion. Miss Juicy, though it pains to part, so I need to get in line for a ticket. You need to get in line for a ticket for the train station. And there he goes. He sure seemed happy about that illusion thing. Oh, big illusions are the bread and butter of magicians. You can't pull off a show without one. The big illusion is always a spectacle to remember. Usually it involves cutting up things like people or the Eiffel Tower, anything really. Why would people and Eiffel Tower be in the same category? Lemuel's disappearing act and Prosecutor Gavin's exploding guitar. I wonder what he meant by being at the root of all that has happened. If Uncle's leaving, then it probably can't be Uncle. So that just leaves Diane. The scheduled starting time of the trial has been changed. The trial will not be commencing until 10:30. Why? It was by the judge's request. Some urgent personal business. Why? Apparently he's visiting the hospital again. I believe it was mentioned that the Chief Justice's son is unwell. Apparently his condition worsened considerably this morning. Interesting. Yeah, they mentioned that before. Maybe that's something to do with the, cocoon. Remember yesterday's morning? The judge said he had to go visit him after the trial. There's an article about it in the newspaper. If you care to read about it yourself. Newspaper article added. Incuritis, where have I heard this before? I'll let you read the article first, Apollo. Just leave the TV guide page to me. Try not to lose the page with the funnies if you can. We're both so dumb. Woohoo, trial! Court is now in session for the trial of, how do you say this name again? Machi Tobier, our subject fortissimo. Right, it's his trial, in any case. The defense is prepared, Your Honor. The prosecution is ready to rock. Is something wrong, Your Honor? No, well, yes. It's just, I've been friends with the Chief Justice since we were students. It pains me to see him going through such a difficult time. Incuritis, was it? That article said there is no known cure. Herr Judge, let me say with all honesty, I feel your pain. But now is not the time for tears. Now is the time for law. We left off at quite the juncture yesterday. Yep. Yep, it's quite the flashback. So it has to be something to do with probably Darian trying to get the cocoon for the police son, I guess. And the Interpol guy was on him, so he took him out. I don't know what the setting fires the guitar was about. Quite a sensational ending. Who would have thought Darian would guest star in the season cliffhanger as a suspect? I asked the prosecution to look into this matter. Please tell the court your findings. Darian Crescend is a member of my band, the Gaviniers. He is also a detective, making the current charges serious indeed. Yet, after investigation, I have found no cause to alter our case or file new charges. And your reason is? Weren't you aware, her forehead? He has impeccable alibi. Let's review the facts again, shall we? The concert held on the night of the shooting was in 3 sets. The Gaviniers ripped up the stage during the first set. For the second set, our guests took center stage. The only performers appearing were myself, Lamira, and Machi, along with the drummer and the bassist, for a total of 5. The shooting in the dressing room, however, took place during the 3rd set. How do we know it definitely took place in the 3rd set? Because the window was closed. So, what's her face saying she heard it isn't right anyway. So the sound could have been faked. And it could have took place during the 2nd set. Right? Lamira and the defendant Machitobe had left the stage at that point, and the Gaviniers were already walking. This is when 2 shots rang out at the scene of the crime. Shots heard by Detective Emma's. Oh wait, I forgot. I was there as well. Never mind. Apollo, you heard them too, right? Well, I guess those fake shots, they still could have been fake shots. He still could have been dead a while. Oh, but he was dying. He couldn't have been lying there that long. I mean, he could have. But it's not likely. Furthermore, Lamira herself witnessed the moment of the crime. Perhaps I should say she heard the moment of the crime, when she claims to have heard Mr. Latouche and Detective Crescend talking. That's impossible. Crescend was... Precisely. Detective Crescend was on stage getting his groove on, no less. A perfect alibi. Does the defense have anything to do with this? When I heard those gunshots, it must have been on stage. Still, there's something here that doesn't quite add up. It appears the defense has no objections. I believe we can safely say that Darian Crescend's alibi has been acknowledged. Which means that Lamira was sadly mistaken. Her testimony cannot be true. Very well. Of course we will disregard her testimony. Ooh, we shouldn't just disregard it though. Verdict? Wait, what do you mean verdict? Prosecutor Gavin's case is airtight. Lamira might have been lying to protect Machi. How can I rely on her testimony? What about yesterday in the detention center? So we need to witness cross-talking. Examination. Cross-examinate him. Maybe the best thing to do is ask him. Under oath. Very well, the court finds the defendant... what's his name again? Objection! Objection! Your Honor, before you declare a verdict, I would like to call another witness. Who else do you need to hear from? A witness who, until now, has not been given a chance to speak in this court. Because he doesn't speak English. You don't mean... I do. The defense calls defendant Machi Tobi to the stand. But he doesn't speak English. We'll use an interpreter. Interpreter? I'm afraid you'll have to look elsewhere. I only speak a few phrases, such as I love you and where is the toilet. Those are quite the phrases to know in another language. The defense would like to request Lamira as their interpreter. Lamira? But there's a possibility she's protecting the defendant. But she'd be interpreting for the defendant. Why would she lie? This is most unusual. Bravo, Fullhead. Judge, the prosecution agrees to the defense's request. If Lamira lies, I'll be able to tell. Even my limited knowledge of the language should be enough for that. Well, if both prosecution and defense are for this kit, I see little cause for refusal. Bailiff, please show the defendant and Lamiral to the witness stand. How can you fake being able to see? I suppose there's a first time for everything. Shall we proceed? Your name, to begin with? If you would, Lamiral. Yes. He says Machi Tobi, the defendant. This is certainly a first for the courtroom. Not that we really need the interpretation of that message in particular. So far, so good. Very well, Mr. Justice, if you would. You can fake that for content easily? Yeah, I too have no vision. We would what? You called the defendant on the stand, did you not? What would you have him testify about? What do I want him to testify about? I haven't thought that far yet. Apollo? Aren't you going to ask him what he was about to tell us yesterday? How can I if I don't know what he was saying? Excuse me, a moment if I might speak. Yes, Lamiral? Just now, Machi said there was something about which he wishes to testify. What sort of testimony is he talking about? One moment, please. No, your pocket rabbit in your screen is blind. Everyone should have a pocket rabbit. Feed and hydrate your pocket rabbit, or they will go blind. Lamiral, according to Machi, he has proof of his innocence. I like his silly little outfit. Thank you for hydrating. I'm guessing it's a part of the thing for him to have this little choir boy look. Yeah, victory, Apollo! We did it! This is sounding too good to believe, and I know what that usually means. Well, if that's true, then this is a vital testimony. Lamiral, Machi, please testify to the court. Very well. The proof of innocence. He says that word of Mr. Latus's death came as a great shock. If the killing truly followed the lyrics of my song, that is, he could not have done it. Why? Did he not write the song? Didn't he write the song? He says that because the lyrics are in English. Oh no, he didn't write the song. What's it? Oh! He says that because the lyrics are in English, he does not understand them. That's a pretty good point. He wouldn't have understood the English lyrics to the song. That would prevent him from following them so closely. I wondered what he meant by proof. Why? He would only have to ask Lamiral to know the meaning of that song. Did you ever explain the lyrics of that song to him? I did tell him generally what the song was about, but never in so much detail, and he never asked because it was awful. They were the worst lyrics I've ever heard. Lyrics ... Has my oft-repeated warning already fled the forehead? Lamiral might be protecting the witness. Well, anyway, let us proceed with the cross-examination. Mr. Justice, if you would. Yes, Your Honor. Something's hidden in that testimony, I know it. I'll just have to trust my bracelet to tell me where. It worked yesterday, it'll work today. What happened to learning how to meow? It was, every time I'd upload a VOD, it would be like illegal sound. And YouTube was like, we hate that sound. So I had to cut it out of every video. So I just got rid of it. YouTube is against learning how to meow. Apparently. Well, actually, I think the copyright owner is against it. There's the actual cat version where some guy was singing the song in the street and someone had their cat there, and every time it was the cat part, the meow part, the cat went wow. Really, really sad. And it was kind of cute and also kind of like, let him go home. Silly little cat. He says it a word of this. Yeah. If you kept killing the truly there, yeah. Is that he could not have done it? Yeah. Quest. Wouldn't it be difficult for him to perform without knowing the meaning of the lyrics? Not really. He did know what the song was about, its moods, shall we say. This was enough to play by. I told him it was a song about a guitar in love. Yeah, if I was playing the instrument for a song where the lyrics is about a guitar in love, I would also not want to know about the lyrics. It's not actually the guitar that's in love, strictly speaking. Oh, perhaps I misunderstood. No, not really. Yours is also a valid interpretation. No, it is my fault. I am too used to singing in Bojinian. It is much easier than trying to understand these English lyrics. Yeah, I knew he was innocent. I believe he is too, Trucy. I do. What's wrong, Apollo? You got a tummy ache? Something's hidden in that testimony. If it's the truth, I'll find it. Oh, my bracelet's there. Okay. Let me do it on this. Oh, but do I look at him or do I look at her? Oh, I look at him. Is his hair gonna wiggle? I didn't see anything. He says that because the lyrics... Oh! Oh!
Gotcha!
He's side-eyeing. Machi, you can't fool my eyes. You glanced toward her the very... Oh, but we're gonna make him look more guilty. And don't bother interpreting that. He understands me. Machi, tell the truth. You can understand English, can't you? What are you saying? Of course he can't. Must he continue the charade? Mr. Justice, Machi says this. I know the word English. Before coming to this country, he heard me speaking English. He learned the name for this language, that is all. Give me a break. Is that such an unusual word to understand? Do you not know Espanol, for instance? Well, yeah, but... I am sorry, but he truly does not understand your language. Well, then explain this. How does he know the crime followed the lyrics? Right, that's an excellent point. It is simple, so simple it hardly requires explanation. He read about it in the newspaper. The Brazilian Daily Bugle, as you can buy it in this country these days, you know. They have already begun to report about this case. But they didn't mention that. What's-his-face told us earlier. Does it say? Just as about who? Wrong newspaper. Oh, I also can't read it. Also, it doesn't mention the lyrics. Yeah, there we go. Your eyes, are they quite fierce all of a sudden? Machi is lying. Maybe it's time to show him proof that he's lying.
Take that!
So, if you play the auto mode, does it also do the case automatically? Will you have to give the evidence and stuff? Because I would argue that's the best part. There is a feature article about the case. Could you read this for me, Machi? Because I think it's impossible to proceed to the case if you miss evidence. There's kind of like a set path you have to take in the investigation period. But this part is the part where you can hack up and die. / game over. / die. And that's right, it doesn't mention lyrics. I'm sorry, Machi. You couldn't have read about the lyrics in Brazilian newspaper. What does this mean? I don't see how it's possible. I know. He must have heard the lyrics when the police were doing that questioning. Yes. Not possible, as the subject of the lyrics was not brought up in police questioning. I read the full report myself. So the lyrics weren't in the newspaper and the police didn't mention them. The only place you could have heard them was in this courtroom. In English, no less. The witness will explain himself. Machi says, it is true, I read the newspaper, but this is not where I learned the lyrics. I was mistaken. Now I remember. He says he heard of the lyrics from me. Okay. Yes, I'm afraid I'd forgotten it myself. Then it looks like her forehead's been jumping to conclusions again. It seems so, yes. No. I was onto something. I can't let this chance slip away. Time is an issue today. Mr. Justice, are you finished? What are you going to do, Apollo? If I'm going to keep on cross-examining, I better have an angle of attack. Or else. Well, she's lying now. My bracelet's still reacting. Your Honor, please allow me to continue. I would like to know where we got our bracelet from. I'm gonna perceive. Because now she's lying for sure. Oh yeah, I just missed it. It was at the very beginning. Her throat was doing the wiggle woggle with her Adam's apple.
Gotcha!
Me, uncertain? Yes, you swallowed the very moment you told the court. It was I who explained. Lemuel, are you indeed protecting someone? That is not a question with a simple answer. To tell the truth, I do not believe myself. Then allow me to answer for you. Lemuel, you're protecting... Machi!
Take that!
Machi! You're protecting Machi. That's why you had lied and told us you had explained how the crime followed the song. I don't fault you for trying to help, but this is not the way. No, she's making it worse. Machi, I believe you didn't do it. Really, I trust you, but you've lied to us twice. And now you have Lamira lying on your behalf. Yeah, you're pretty dumb. If this is going to work, you have to trust me too. Your two lies cover a simple truth. You understand English. You have to. Ah! Screams in English. I wonder what screaming auberginian sounds like. Witness, is this true? Do you understand English? Yes, a little, only. First he could see, now he can talk, and you did not know about this, Lamuel? No, I did not. It is quite a surprise. How many secrets is this witness holding? I don't think there's ever been a witness that's lied this much to us. This is last. Machi, could you tell us what really happened? No shooting. I did no shooting. So you weren't in the dressing room when you heard 2 gunshots? Apparently the answer to that question isn't simple either. It was in dressing room, behind desk, manager, he on floor. Which would be after the shooting. Then there is voice. Voice or voices? Was it you and Emma, Apollo? So when Machi went to the dressing room, Mr. Latouche had already been shot? And then we came to the door. Panel high up, I take off, run away! So it was you who escaped through the air vent. As the prosecution has upheld all along, no less. The defendant has admitted to being at the scene. Might we take this as a confession? No, he just said he didn't do it, dummy. I know shooting. Manager on floor. Already on floor. The victim has already been shot, you say. I find that hard to believe. The defendant understood the song lyrics. He was the scene of the crime. This can only mean one thing. He is the shooter. Does the defendant have anything to say to this? He's calmed up, Apollo. Will I require any further testimony from the witness? Yes? Cause the egg. The dinosaur egg. Are you a smuggler? Yeah, and then he said some funny words. That cocoon has to have something to do with this case. Machi, please, tell us the truth for your own sake. No, no more speak. Not to any of you. So much for your precious trust, Forehead. You were the one who didn't believe him. Regardless, this brings us to an impasse. It does seem that the defense and defendant are at odds. I doubt we are likely to learn anything more of value should this continue. I see no other course but to declare a 5-minute recess. The defense will work things out with the defendant so that we might proceed. Recess. Apollo Eustace. Eustace? Apollo Eustace. And that's justice. Better learn how to say it if you ever want to get some. Get some what? Get some what? Believe I know shooting. Machi claims Latus was already down on the ground when he entered the room. Maybe it was a trap and he walked right into it. Suddenly, I hear a revolver close. Very close. Then I hear a voice. You heard gunshots? Yes, it's true. I hear a revolver, but only sound. You're saying you went into the dressing room and found Mr. Latus dead and then... Yes! That's what I said! Ish. Kind of. The sound was fake. Ish. So you were at the scene of the crime when you heard these shots, and you escaped through the air vent. I know. What do you know? I know if opening vent, I can leave stage and backstage. The vents went to both the stage and the backstage area. Is that what he means? Yeah, that makes sense. How did you know it was connected like that? I bet his father was the architect that designed the hall or something. I hear this from Magician. That's how the magic trick was done! Well, at least we're clear on one thing. Machi didn't shoot Mr. Latus. Yeah, but what does that leave us with? We're supposed to say he went into the room to find the body and then he heard the shots? That one's going to go over well in court, not. Apollo, you're his defense. You're supposed to believe whatever he says, even lies. That's what Daddy always told me. I'll just pretend you misheard him every time. So what do we do? You sure you won't testify, Machi? No talking, no. Well, it was worth a shot. That cocoon. Can't go home? Yeah, because he doesn't want to go home because he doesn't want to get killed for sneaking out cocoons / dinosaur eggs. The penalty for taking cocoon from Virginia is death. And that's right, it's punishable by death. Yes! He's scared. Oh well, I guess we'll just have to try a different approach. And that's the spirit, Apollo. So what's your plan? If Machi won't testify about it, we'll have to get someone else to testify. Someone else? I think we're out of time. Let's get back in there. Right. July 10th, 11:28, District Court, courtroom number 3. Court is now back in session. Mr. Justice, have you sorted things out with the defendant? Yes, Your Honor. We had a good talk. Very well, so will he testify? Your Honor, the defendant will not testify. Shame. And here I thought this was the beginning, your big chance to turn this case around. Actually, it is. The defense would like to approach this case from a different angle. If Machi won't testify, then I know who will. I would like to cross-examine the witness in this case, Lammy Rao.
Objection!
I thought we determined yesterday that her testimony was substantial. There's nothing you can... Objection! Oh, I miss him so much. I miss Edgeworth. Oh yeah, someone wanted... Oh yeah, why were they now mentioning that she was attacked? I hope that in the next episode we get to see Edgeworth. If not, I'm gonna be real disappointed. I've heard no such report. Prosecutor Gavin? Why would anyone be out to kill Lamiral? Can you think of a reason? Think of how she is known in our country, a singer from overseas who doesn't speak English, yes? Yet someone tried to keep her mouth shut. Who could have that been? Diane. The same person who shot him. The killer was afraid of her, afraid what she might say. The defense believes that something was hidden in her testimony at stake. Namely, that there was a nugget of truth in Lamia's. What if she got the time? Because she didn't say what she said. She heard it when she was going backstage or whatever. What if she was doing it in the middle of her song? But that was only like 5 seconds. It was like, you know, why her little kid, where she's doing her act. That would be quite difficult. But still. If Lamiral was attacked, this has serious implications. Very well, there were some vague points in the testimony during yesterday's trial. Perhaps we did not inquire as deeply as we might have into some. The court will hear her testimony once more. We must ask you to stand again and speak. You need not apologize. I know that Matthew is innocent, and I will do all I can to it until the court realizes this. You told us you heard 2 gunshots and the shooter's voice through the window, and that the voice belonged to Darian Crescent, yes? And that is correct. At which point I proved she could not be correct. She couldn't have heard any of those things. The small window at the scene was closed and was found to be quite soundproof. You have done nothing to say that, Mr. Justice. I don't know exactly what yet, but I do know there's something there. There is, it seems, much you do not know. And yet it is my duty to hear him out. Perhaps the witness would be so kind as to testify once more to the court? Of course, Your Honor. What time did you hear the gunshot? Did you check your clock? Wait. She couldn't have. I was on my way back from the stage to the backstage exit. That's when I heard them, Miss Latouche and Detective. I heard the fake sound of a gunshot and stopped, then I heard another gunshot. There was the smell of gunpowder. I knew I must tell someone, but I was in a hurry, so I kept moving past the smoke. Yeah, see, she was in a hurry. Pretty much the same as yesterday's testimony. I am sorry. I am not used to speaking much in this language. Perhaps my descriptions are lacking in some way. Everything I have said here is the truth. It is my distinct displeasure to say this. What you have said have happened is impossible. Do I have to repeat myself? Lamiral was attacked because of this testimony. Juicy. Apollo, you know, for a moment there, you were pretty cool. We are cool. Maybe I do better when I don't try to think ahead. Very well, Mr. Justice. Perhaps you can coolly cross-examine the witness. Okay, Judge. Oh, my bracelet. No, my bracelet's not there. Was on my way backstage from the exit. With the Miss Latouche and the detective. Tell me more, tell me more. I did not know his name at the time. But yes, it was him, the one who took the stand yesterday. How many times do I need to remind you that's impossible? There's no way you could have heard him. Because the window at the scene was closed? Is that why? Of course. Apollo, if we keep asking the same questions as yesterday, we won't get anywhere. Maybe there's a different angle I can try. Oh, what were they talking about? What were they saying? Please tell us. I have given it much reflection, but... She doesn't remember. I only heard one phrase clearly. You remember something that was said? Why didn't you say anything yesterday? Though my memory is clear, I was afraid to speak. You see, I do not understand what was said. What did they say? It was the other man speaking, not Mr. Latouche. the shooter then? Dying? It's over. Press the switch. Now. So it was during the second act, for sure, because the switch to set his guitar on fire. And the shooter said this to the victim? I thought it's quite strange myself afterwards. It is a mystery. What could possibly mean? Mr. Justice, care to shed some light on this? Very, very vital. Maybe we could add that to the testimony. Maybe, Apollo? Press the switch now. Yes.
Objection!
Press the switch. There's only one key that can unlock the mystery of those words. There was nothing at the scene that could be called a switch save the lights. True, there wasn't a switch at the scene, but it was just so happens. I have a switch right here. That certainly looks like a switch, doesn't it? And this was found not at the scene of the crime, but on the stage. The stage? Where the concert was held, yes. It was found hidden there. On the stage? Are you claiming that the voice Lamia heard was of someone commanding another to press the switch? It's a possibility.
Objection!
Who could have pressed it on stage? It could have been little guy. And I guess he could have been talking to someone. I thought they would have had the remote control in the changing room and then they hid it in the stage. But maybe they were using the headset to talk to someone on the stage to press the button, and maybe that was little guy. The stage is because the stage is quite far from the dressing room. Not to mention that the Gaviniers were in the middle of a concert on said stage. We aren't known for being a quiet band. You could also shout all you wanted and not be heard. The detective's voice was loud, but certainly not a shout. So too have her forehead's cries of possibility fallen far short of being heard. He wouldn't have needed to shout. You heard what I said, or do you need me to shout it out for you? It would have been quite simple to have been heard on the stage from that dressing room. Oh wait, would you like evidence, don't you? How about this? Using this would be easy to get a message of someone on stage from the dressing room. Yeah, headset. And perhaps you're familiar with this. What is that? What is it? Is that some kind of newfangled phone they invented? That's big boomer energy. This type of transmitter, a communications device? Communications device? From what I've heard that night, everyone on stage was wearing one of these. Isn't that right, Prosecutor Gavin? Yeah, actually, they're for talking between band members. We all had one. So you admit that if you were wearing one of these, talking from the backstage, the stage would be simple.
Objection!
True, but wait, those send out an electronic signal. To avoid interference with the audio systems, their range is quite limited. Lamria said it was about 30 feet, right? Look at this cross-section diagram from the concert. Exactly, the walk from the stage to the backstage seems far, but the direct distance is less than 30 feet. So when Lamria heard the shooter's voice, he could have been talking to someone on stage?
Objection!
So he's have to find out who pressed the button. You're claiming this is the switch in question? Why did he have to be on the stage at the time? It could have been placed in a pocket and carried anywhere. Someone could have hid it on stage after the fact. He's got a point. How do we know where it was when she heard the voice? When the shooter said press the switch? An unfortunate situation. I'm afraid that until we know where the switch was, there's little point in debating it. What is this switch anyway? We don't even know what that basic fact. Yes, we do. I do know what the switch is, and if you follow that train logic to its incredible conclusion, it ends up in proof that completely changes this case. What's up, Apollo? We know about this switch, right? We know what it is. Yeah. Well, think of it when it was used that day. Think of what happened. Mr. Justice, if you have no further information to share concerning this switch... Your Honor? Yes, Mr. Justice? I've been remiss in not telling the court this before. I know what this switch is. It seems the defense has set upon linking this switch to the case. Let's see your evidence of the link. What evidence do you have to explain what the switch is? Okay, do I do the guitar? The igniter? Or... Oh, I don't have the burnt guitar. I think I do the igniter. And if not the igniter, the guitar. Probably the igniter and then... Yes! That's... What is that? Have I seen the new Trailblazer? No. Well, kind of, but no. I was saying earlier, so I saw it pop up on Instagram, but I only looked at it for a quick second, and it flashed as Kalish, and then it flashed as Stell. And all I noticed was that Kalish had his belly out and Stell didn't, and I was like, hey, so then I just kept scrolling. Apparently they have like a lightsaber or something. 2 lightsabers. I kind of wish I'd get a new outfit once. Not just the outfit that we have, but like something more. Like, you know, at the beginning they had the big baseball bat, and then they had a giant heckin' sword, and then they had, what's they have, like a book, and now they have like a lightsaber. Like I just want like a giant new weapon. Something huge. You mean like a lighter? Yes, actually. You aren't saying the switch is a remote. I am. This is a remote trigger for the igniter. Looks like I'll show you. Gavin looks so pained. Are we trying to set the court on fire? If my whiskers had caught... Whiskers? Oh, light sticks! Oh! Like the, yeah, the otaku's doing the light stick dance thing. Oh, I mean, that's kind of fun. I would like to see a Trailblazer's animations. Hopefully he's doing one of those crazy dances. That would be a fun animation for Trailblazer. I felt like the book one animations weren't as good. Though the giant mem was cute. Doesn't that suggest something to you? You're talking about what happened to me, aren't you? Yep, you caught fire. I do think the animation of him falling back with the burning guitar is pretty good. Prosecutor Gavin was entirely unaware of such a thing had been planned, and the guitar that burnt was a valuable keepsake. He got it from Virginia, from Lamilal. He said the sound was amazing before it burned, of course. Now it's just kind of smokes. The better the guitar, the brighter it burns. Don't tell me you're trying to tie these two things together. Those being the shooter's voice heard by Lamilal, and the guitar suddenly catching on fire? I am. It's really simple when you think about it. Why is he against us? Miss Latus and the shooter at the crime scene. The shooter was wearing a headset. He ordered someone on stage to press the switch. The switch was pressed and the guitar caught fire. That does seem to make sense. Though something about it is bugging me, can't quite put my finger on it. Seems pretty simple to me. Oh. Forehead, don't destroy that little respect I have for you. Why? I was expecting something a little more sensible. What's unsensible about this? His simple story simply makes no sense. Think, that night, my guitar caught fire, yes. The cause may have been this, indeed. However, the guitar caught fire during the second set. And yet the shooting happened during the third set. We don't. His story makes no sense. Thank you, Apollo. Maybe it's not the premise for my explanation of the switch that's at fault. Maybe it's all premise of the entire case so far. I'm glad you asked. I'm saying that maybe the killing didn't take place in the third act. Yes!
Objection!
Detective Emma Sky heard shots and found the body.
Objection!
According to this testimony, Matthew was in the dressing room at the time. Where are you going with this, Mr. Justice? Stay with me, Your Honor. He also told us this in his testimony, namely that the victim had already been shot. We all heard gunshots, but no one saw the shooting. Just before the shooting took place, the shooter was heard on his headset telling someone to press the switch. The next moment, Prosecutor Gavin's guitar burst into flames. We know that a remote-triggered igniter was inside the guitar. See you later, Earthbound! Thank you! I'm confident I'm gonna smash the case. The crime did not take place during the third act, but during the ballad performance, the second act. Ba-bow! And that goes against the evidence. What does, Your Honor? This crime was carried out according to the lyrics of the song, yes? Hey, he's right. Look. The bullet is supposed to come after the fire. You're thinking about it the wrong way. Look, why would the shooter craft the events of the day to follow the lyrics anyway? It's an awful lot of trouble to go through, with little merit for the person doing it. I'm sure whoever it was had some reason. Yes, they did. A reason that made it advantageous to follow the lyrics. You're saying the order was reversed on purpose? Prosecutor Gavin? If the criminal followed the lyrics strictly, then yes. The shooting would have to come after the guitar burst into flame. Yet for her forehead was raised yet another possibility? Uh-huh. He's claiming that the bullet came not after, but just before the fire? Ooh. Thank you very much for telling me. Clear analysis moments will go away around a week. Ooh, pain. Okay, I have a new task to do this weekend, and that is the event. Is it like a time? Is this like daily things, or can I sit and do it all in one go? I'm hoping I can do it all in one go, but one enjoyable go. I don't want to rush through it. I want to enjoy it. Yes. Okay, good. Not like the doing thing I did not do. That was the criminal's objective. The crime followed the lyrics to a point, but that was the ruse. Yeah, probably. I might stream on Discord. And I will indeed be screaming about them. Because, to be honest, I probably should. Because if I don't stream in Discord, I'm just going to be posting screenshots. And the Uru cat emoji every 5 seconds. That would explain this most unusual situation. It does. The killer cat in the order of events to create himself an alibi. In other words, the killer was someone who had an alibi for the third set, but not the second. And you know who that was? Diane. Case solved. I solved the case. Come on. It sounds good, I'll give you that. You're giving us a reason why the killer bothered following the lyrics to my song. But I question your logic, for it's flawed from the very beginning. A contradiction, forehead, one I've pointed out several times no less. The time of the crime, the small window of the scene was closed. That's a different time! How could Lamria have heard a voice to it? I know that you would like to divert our attention from this critical fact, But you're basing your entire line of reasoning on a false premise. It's a different time! That voice she heard, the shooter's voice. What if she couldn't hear it, Apollo? Look, what do we have? A man saying press the switch? And near the crime scene we have a switch, which acts as a remote trigger for an igniter. And last but not least, Prosecutor Gavin's flaming guitar. It can't all be coincidence, but how do I make it work? Oh, wait! Can I see a map? Do I have the map? I do! She didn't say she heard it through the window, did she? Because if she was and was going through maybe this tunnel to get back, I mean, if she was up, maybe she heard it through the vent, see? Maybe this is a bigger tunnel than we think and you can walk through it. But the gap is really small, so you can only fit in here if you're little. I don't think, because she doesn't know if it was a window. She can't see. She can't see a window. Cat tells how Lamia heard the voice. Mr. Justice, can you explain this to the court? You've got one thing to prove and one thing only. Lamia heard the voice. And she heard it during the second set. How was she able to hear the voice? The window's open, she was divine hearing. She was somewhere else. And the shooter had no reason to close it, had it been open either. Meaning it was impossible to hear the voice through that window. For a moment, I was afraid you might be Bolginian too. As I was saying, Lamia could not hear the voice through that window. Hi, Zipq! Happy Thursday to you too! I hope your day has been daijoubu. I hope your week has been daijoubu. She heard the voice from another location entirely. Oh, you know, I was gonna... You know, I was thinking of giving Enfield... I was thinking of giving it a go because I saw that Pinkhead go and her tail, and I saw the jiggle physics, and I was like, I want to play this game. Apparently her banner's ending in like a day, 2 days, 3 days soon, and I'm not gonna play this week. I might play when I finish Ace Attorney just for once, one day. So now I'm distraught and maybe I won't bother playing it. You were sick. You've been sick Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. Just a bit now you're daijoubu. I am glad you are now daijoubu, but my condolences for getting sick. That sucks. Pink girl with big tail. Have you seen? Wait, what's the game called? Not Raiders. Enfield. Arc Knights. Arc Knights. I didn't have to Google it. I remembered. Arc Knights Enfield. There's a girl with a ginormous tail, and she's big pink hair and horns. And every time I look at Arc Knights, thank you. Every time I look at Arc Knights, everyone seems to have horns. I don't know what that's about. But I saw the animation of her spinning on the chair, and I was like, I want this character. But she ends soon. And I'm not gonna play it, and maybe she's already ended even. You have her? Yeah, the banner rotated to Watercat last night. Oh. You got food poisoning? Oh my god, that's the worst. My condolences to whoever's cooking you ate, unless it was your own, in which case it's awkward. Is she fun? Is she fun to use at least, Pink Girl? This is very dramatic music. She looks really cute. I did see there's a character coming up that looks like Little Red Riding Hood, and I'm intrigued in that. I'm hoping she has like a cool giant axe, because that would be cool. Because Little Red Riding Hood and the hunter and the axe and the woodcutter, you know. You know. I still want to give the game a go though, because every time I see a clip of it, I'm like, it looks really good. Oh, she requires some support. Oh, it was fast food, but like you eat that since years, never had a problem. We took some cheddar for the first time you fries. Whoa! You gotta be careful with fast food. You never know when one's randomly gonna absolutely end you. Shut up! I saw you at the end of my live stream, being like, hi, just as I had pressed goodbye. How are you doing, Self? I hope everything has been daijoubu. I hope you are having a wonderful 2026. Cause it's been a while, huh? Yeah. I think that's happened before. You would just eat your pasta with fresh cream and mustard for weeks now? I feel like pasta with cream and mustard cannot be good for your belly. Maybe your belly is made stronger than mine. Yvonne uses... Oh, is her name Yvonne? Yvonne uses ice guns and the water cat also uses ice guns? Well, that's interesting. Does a lot of people have guns? Finishing college in 6 weeks? Wait, like finishing? Like ending? Yeah. Wow, ending. Are you excited to be done? Oh, is that the little red hood looking girl? I think I will play when she comes out. I will give the game a go when she comes out. Yes. I will give the game a go when she comes out then, because Yvonne was very, very... Yvonne's kind of what I wish I was, and I think I'm more like... Fuzzy. Oh, March 29th? Okay, cool. Nice. There's swords, great swords, guns, and catalysts for weapons. Whoa! I like the idea of guns. Pew pew. Ooh, interning at Sky! Nice! That's gonna be really cool. And very serious. Good luck. Good luck. Interning's hard. I never did it. But I know people that were interns. The only thing that's scaring me about and oh my god, that game is there's some management, right? And I don't want to do the management. Yeah, it's just a factory thing that's annoying as hell if you don't like it. Yeah, that's the thing I'm nervous about doing. I'm definitely not gonna play the game long term. I just want to give it a go because the character models look really, really nice. And I just want to sniff them all. I want to sniff every single model. You know? I believe in you, Zalf. Oh, you can download the faction from other players, so it's okay. Sorted. That's what I will do. That's absolutely what I will do. You can just use other people's blueprints. That's really good. I'd give it a go. I'd probably fail and then download someone else's. I'm afraid you, in a good sense, speak two entirely different languages. So I interpret for you, her forehead. Lamiel clearly stated she heard the voice through that small window. Oh, did she say the window? Think about it. Isn't there other small window at the scene? Thank you for the likes, FQ. Ah, it's comfortable now. Yeah, I'm glad. Are they all settled in, all comfy? You claim Lamiel heard the voice from another location. Mr. Justice, show us where this location was. Can I see the vent? Or maybe it's the other vent. Because this vent's a... no, I'm gonna say this one.
Take that!
Please? Yes! 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 What did she tell us? She said she's a Brazilian, unfamiliar with our language. We did vent Stonewall. Hello, hello, welcome in. Your cat owns this place? That's how it should be. A cat should always own the home. It's not a stretch to imagine she called this air vent a small window. Now you've done it. You've gone beyond. No, that's very possible. Lamy was up in the ventilation system listening to this man's voice. That's only logical explanation, yes. Okay, Okay, well, about it isn't logical. It hardly merits saying. Why hiding like a rat? No offense intended to her, of course. The explanation for that is simple, Prosecutor Gavin. You have been listening to our discussion here, yes? Something you find funny is my Twitch profile pic is my old model. I know. I wasn't sure if I was gonna change it because I kind of like that. I like that profile picture. I kind of like it. I'm not sure if I might update it. I might leave it. You can still tell I'm the same person, right? You think I should keep? Yeah, I think I will keep it. It's fun. I admit it's had me quite confused since yesterday. Yes, the small window was closed. But why should that mean I could not hear through it? I fear the prosecutor might himself need an interpreter. A burn. The problem here is words. Lamiro, this small window through which you heard the voice, was it up high on the ceiling of the room, not low on the wall? Yes, it was up on the ceiling. Bam, bam, bam. Order! Order! Order in the court! Witness, you have clarified this statement to the court. In fact, saying that you were up above the ceiling of the room, and that's where you heard the moment? Yes, in fact I was. I'm sorry, I never imagined it would become such an important point. Of course it's important. The big leagues? What does that mean? I believe it's time for another testimony. I'm not sure, I can't. May I remind you this is a murder trial? We will hear your testimony. Tell us why you witnessed the crime from above the ceiling of that room. Please. It looks like I'm on the right track. I'm glad you were proud. Whoa, look at what kind of pose is it? What is she? I'm so confused. Why is she so humped? Is she supposed to be crawling? I think she's crawling. Oh, that's a weird pose. It was in the middle of my performance. I had no time to report why I heard. As to why I was there, I cannot say. I'm bound to secrecy. It's the magic trick. It's the stupid magic trick. I'm bound to secrecy in my line of work when there's many obligations to uphold. This did happen during the second set. I did not witness the crime, you must understand. I only know what I heard. Yes, but that must mean you must tell us what you were doing in detail. That's what the cross-examination is for. Our mission of this court is to discern the truth. No obligation, no binding pact may hinder that mission. Mr. Justice, you may begin the cross-examination. What you going to do, Apollo? I'm going to find out the truth. The whole truth and nothing but the truth. I heard there was a small window there before. I was in the middle of my performance. I had no time to report what I'd heard. As to why I was there, I cannot say. Can I be like, were you here for... Wait, let me press her first. Let me press her.
Hold it!
You heard the gunshots during the second set, during your performance? You're quite sure? Yes. Why would I lie about the time? You didn't tell us this yesterday. No one asked. I thought you all knew. I told you Matthew was not the killer. I told you this many times. You never told us why. I am sorry. I was not able to speak of it. She's not talking, Apollo. What do we do? We have to prove it ourselves. As long as she's bound by this pact of silence, she won't talk. If I can prove why she was up there, she'll have to admit it. But how are you going to do that? She was singing on the stage, Apollo. She couldn't have been up above the ceiling too. I've got a theory as to why. And maybe I've got the evidence to prove it. The, Okay. Will you hear... For this? You have 40 pills on Tang Tang? Didn't get her? Oh, that's the new girl and... Oh, yeah. So she's water guns? Did you pull, Yvonne? In which case, at least you already have water guns. If you didn't pull Yvonne, then RIP. Hopefully you will get Tang Tang. Tang Tang's a cute name. I should look her up. Truth be told, the reason your presence above that ceiling is quite clear, especially when you consider what happened during your performance. Yes, it's all right here on this video. Oh, here we go. Have I tried this new cool free-to-play gacha game called Warframe? You get characters by either farming bosses or farm missions to get relics, and then you farm specific missions to open said relics that have parts of prime versions of characters and weapons. Characters by farming bosses or missions to get relics, then you farm specific missions to open said relics that have parts of... What is this? I can't believe we have to watch this cutscene 500 times. Warframe. Join more than 80 million players in this fast-passion third-person action shooter. Oh, this is... Yeah, you're right. It is a Muko Ikusaba moment. It is. To the extreme. I kind of preferred the Mukuro part though. It wasn't as long. You do missions, kill bosses, and craft them pieces to form weapons and the characters. Oh, okay. No, I have not heard of it. Though it saddens me to be so realistic, Lamiral is incapable of actually vanishing, let alone teleportation. So the only explanation is she was hidden from view. What, Trucy? It's not nice to reveal a magician's secrets, and it's against the rules. Get over it. This is murder. This is all very fascinating, but how is it possible? There was only 20 seconds between when she disappears and reappears. She couldn't have moved that fast. Is something wrong, Prosecutor Gavin? This was his concert, his show. He knows how the illusion was performed. He's just realizing his own oversight. Let's look at the cross-section diagram again. Here we can trace route through the ceiling. It goes from the stage through the backstage to the rear of the floor. Recall Lamia's testimony from yesterday? I was on my way home from the stage to the backstage exit. There was something like a little window there. I'm interested. I'm interested. Sounds pretty nice. Lamia knew of this because of her part in the illusion, but she wasn't the only one who knew. It also has a great story. That's rare. That's very rare. Good story in modern games? Wow. Sorry, I should say modern. A lot of gacha games have ass story. Oh, a lot of free-to-play gacha games have ass story. I've noticed. I can leave stage and backstage. He said that? Oh, were you not informed, Prosecutor Gavin? Oh, were you not informed, Prosecutor Gavin? Sure, Apollo. Oh! Damn, it's old. Oh, more of an MMO up. Ah. I like MMOs. I say as someone who doesn't play an MMO anymore because I haven't found one that I really wanted to carry on consistently playing. I feel like modern gacha games are becoming the new player base for MMOs. If you know what I mean? Because MMOs take a lot of time, right? When you play MMOs, it takes up all of your time. And there's loads of content, loads to do, whatever. I feel like with gacha games currently, there's a lot that also have lots to do. Like, unless you are completely up to date in Genshin because you kept up with it, you won't have anything to do now. But I feel like most people who still play Genshin have probably got something they can do in their world. Something they can do in their world. Yeah! You just like the WoW story direction, that's where you started Genshin, yeah! I used to play a lot of different MMOs. I think I mentioned before, I only played WoW for like a little bit and someone started chasing me and it was weird. But a lot of the ones I stopped playing, it's because they either closed down or I kind of got bored with the story. And I've never really gotten into one at all recently, and I would like to, but they just take up too much time these days. And I feel like it's really hard to play multiple gacha games as well as keep up to date with an MMO. I still stand by one day I would like to try and start Final Fantasy XIV from the beginning. It's just when I had that one bad interaction with people in 14 that I was like, I don't think the player base is super friendly for newbies in particular. Some people are nice, but I just came across one interaction that I was like, This SuCKS uses in real life times, like waiting 12 hours for a part to be made, but for new players it's easy since there's a ton of stuff. Yeah. And I mean, I like that there's a ton of stuff to see and do. And I guess then for people who are like been playing it a while, they just have to play something else in between. I don't think it's uncommon though to have it so that there's time-gated stuff in MMOs. I think that was quite a thing. I know Guild Wars 2 has a thing where, because I played Guild Wars 2 at one point, they have a thing where there was an event which was at several times during the day, but at actual different real-world times. That was always really cool, so I'd make sure I'd log on to do it at those times. Deep Rock Galactic, all your interactions will be done with control, click, V button, and sometimes beer drinkers between missions. In-game or real life? In-game? I don't know why that's funnier to me. If you play long enough though, real life. Okay. I used to really like when I was in secondary school. On the weekends, like, my mama would leave me money to order takeout. And I'd order takeout and I'd play, like, an MMO. And I'd be like, right, I'm here, what are we doing? With people I was in, like, a guild / whatever it was called with. And it was really fun. And I had no concept of stranger danger. To be honest, it's amazing that I wasn't... Because I would talk to anyone in any group all the time. You know, dwarven mining team who has to well mine on hostile alien planets, hence the beer. Yeah, that makes sense. I have such good memories of that, of weekends playing MMOs, which is why I'm always like, I want to play one again. I just haven't found any. With a fun enough, a friendly enough community for people who are new. You can get beers that make you giant, smaller. You can be a smaller dwarf. Can make you see spooky ghosts. Can make you explode with no harm. Can teleport you a random spot in Space Rig. It can make you fall and make you freeze. Those are some really various beers. Make you see a ghost or can make you toot. Quite the various effects from drinking beers. Magicians only reveal details of the acts on need-to-know basis. They're bread and butter of magician's life, you know? Can't you just get them, what's it called? A court order? Do you have to tell us your truths? The newest beer they added can make you play hide and seek with other players? Okay, that's kind of fun. Also an interesting thing that a beer can do to you. I am impressed, Mr. Attorney. Matty was right about you. You are very smart. Are you saying you used this route above the ceiling? I did. Well, that's that. But you're still a little confused. As I said before. There's only like 5 seconds. There was very little time between when she disappeared and when she reappeared. 20 seconds, tops. How could she do it so fast? Especially if she stopped to hear the shooter's voice. That's a good question. Call the witness, explain this to the court. I cannot. Very well, Mr. Justice? Yes? It's all up to you. Do your thing. Do your thing! It's gonna be a lot easier soon, and Warframe Relays will have a lot of players with bunny ears. Why is a bunny ears becoming a thing in it? Can you now have rabbit ears? You need to explain how Lamia was able to teleport like she did. Or I'm throwing your case out with the bathwater. What if there was just a escalator underneath? Travelator. Travelator, that's what they're called. I am not at liberty to speak of the illusion that night in detail. Then you'll just have to tell us what you can. We'll hear your testimony on this. Mr. Justice, it will be your job wiring out the truth of her. That makes no sense to the court. I feel like a student before the finals. Good luck, Apollo. Oh, they give temporary bunny ears for 1 credit in the shop. Event item you can get around Easter. Oh yeah. All games are gonna have like Easter events now, right? So I expect everyone to have rabbit ears at all times. It's the season of my people. Rabbits. I followed it exactly as instructed. There was an emergency exit in the backstage where a stagehand waited. From there, one can enter the form on the opposite side of the stage. The plan was for me to move there in 2 minutes. I was on my way when I heard the voice. 2 minutes. You say, the mystery deepens. I suppose it was too much to hope the judge would come up with something. As does my curiosity. Take it away, Mr. Justice. All I have to do is find the contradiction between what Lamia is saying and what we can see plainly in the video. I figured it out. What do you mean 2 minutes? You're supposed to be on my side here. Trucy, you're literally supposed to be on our side. A dwarf's also gonna have rabbit ears? I followed it exactly as interested the emergency exit backstage, but one can enter the form on the opposite side of the stage. Plan was for me to move there in 2 minutes.
Hold it!
Yes, it can be done in 1 minute if you are running. In that cramped dark tunnel above the ceiling? Mr. Attorney, have you forgotten? Dark or lit, it makes no difference to me. That's true, haha! So you're saying that one night of the concert you made the trip in 2 minutes? Yes, though I nearly didn't make it on time. You see, I stopped halfway. She says she made the trip in 2 minutes. How? If you want my professional opinion, I bet the answer is right there in that video. Perhaps you have some evidence for us? Something that can explain the discrepancy between the video and her testimony? Well, I'm guessing I just need to... There's one piece of evidence that explains the discrepancy between the video and the testimony. Can I watch the video again? Because I've never paid attention to it. Oh, I can! Woo! Okay, well, my... So that's whom they make it all so long for? Yeah, it's for me. It's for me who never paid attention to it. Okay, so there she is. Is one of hers fake? Is this a fake version of her? Mm-hmm. Oh, I went too far. Uh-huh. Yeah. Okay. Show me her. Is this a different version? Oh! She has a brooch on here. Her brooch was on the floor, right? That means she dropped it through the vent? Oh, can I not go? And she doesn't have it on here? Does she? No, she doesn't. The boat.
Take that!
And then the boat was on the floor, but how did she do it in 2 minutes still? The boat! We saw that yesterday, did we not? It was found at the scene, Your Honor. And you're bringing this up now? Why? I thought we had already determined... Take another look at the video. Oh my god! Oh my god! At least the singing is, beautiful. Here, you can see she's wearing the brooch. Let's look a bit later. This is for the me players of the game. To be fair, it wasn't super obvious unless you were watching the video on the 18th playthrough. I only noticed it because I was looking for a fake version of her. And the brooch disappeared in a short space of 20 seconds. And it takes a full minute to run from the stage to the backstage. Which means there can only be one explanation. The Lamia we see before the vanishing act and the Lamia we see after, they are different people! The brooch was found on the floor at the crime scene. And not just on the floor, but on the floor directly beneath the air vent. Lamia, tell me, did you drop the brooch on your way from the stage to the backstage? At the very moment you witnessed the crime? Yes, I think I did. From your expression, I gather you had no idea this was the case, Judge. I, of course, knew about it. What? Don't get me wrong, I wasn't hiding it. It just never could... What? The switch and the shooting took place at the same time? What? There was. Just before the stage's tower rose, Lamia was replaced. While we were on subject, just who was this replacement? The man behind the illusion. In fact, it was him. It was Gramley? That's quite the illusion, but I still don't get one thing. Yes? So this one is him? You weren't on the stage? That's right. This fake Lamia is still singing. And she's pretty good. Come on, Apollo, that's an easy one. They were just playing a recording. No, it just means she had the mic. It just means that she still had the mic and was singing. Gavinier's on some kind of air guitar band for Aline. Oh, you mean I'm wrong? When we play a show live, we play live. No recordings. Perhaps you can explain, Lamia? Very well. Add it to your testimony. I had to keep singing while I was moved.
Hold it!
You were singing? Yes, Mr. Gavin expressed a dislike for recordings. So I used this. Wait, so you were singing the whole time? Even when you were crawling above the ceiling towards the backstage? Why should it matter where I sing when everywhere I go is the same darkness? Okay. If you were singing while you were walking. That's right, wouldn't the shooter and victim have heard? She was singing right over their heads after all. I have to be pretty hard of hearing to miss someone singing in the ceiling. Once again, we come back to the state of the scene of the crime. I know what he means, the old speaker, Apollo. The speaker? The speaker was blaring at the time of the murder. Monitoring? It pipes in real-time feed from the stage microphones, useful for knowing when your set is coming up. That dressing room was fitted with large speaker playing a direct feed from the stage, at my request actually. So Lamia singing in the ceiling sounded just like Lamia singing over the speaker. Ingenious, her voice was hidden by her voice. Lamuel, I have just remembered something. When I heard the noise, the gunshots, yes? It startled me, so I stopped singing. I forgot the words I was supposed to sing. Thankfully, it was the very beginning of the second verse, so not many would notice. That mixing board I lent you, where is it? The mixing board? Huh? The machine, Apollo, the one that breaks the music into tracks. Oh, I completely forgot about it, and for some reason I've been carrying it around with me. $3 you're retexturing the castle? Wait, like putting texture mods on? Or doing it yourself? Whipping the board out of your ass? I mean, where else am I supposed to whip it out of? Oh, for a second I was like, why is it so small? What did they do? Well, here's this song again. Yep. Yep. Here it is. Can I press any buttons here? No. Nope. And I can't fast forward. The song does stop there. It does? I must have missed it. Look at the lyric sheet. At the top of the second verse. See where it says pleasure, pleasure? Now listen again. Oh my god. Oh my god! This is so much worse than Mikuro Ikusaba. Yes, there's only one word. She just missed pleasure. This is the evidence indeed. I believe we are guilty of making a terrible mistake. The crime didn't happen during the third set. It happened during the second set, during Lamio's ballad, which if she was useful, she would have told us the day prior. Rather than just assuming. You never assume anything in the Phoenix Wright world. No one on stage during the second set could have been the shooter. Which means that Diane Crescent could have done it. He wasn't on stage for the second set. Oh my god, I just realized. Darian's done it, obviously, but he's gonna want to defend himself. I don't believe I've ever seen a trial turn around quite so slowly. Yet one problem remains. Bullhead's theory does have a certain kind of logic to it. Yet is entirely based upon Lamriel's testimony. True, it is, yeah. It's quite simple, though it pains me to say it. What if she's lying to protect the defendant? You have no proof. All I'm saying is that the truth is as yet unclear. Until we hear directly from the man himself. Yep. You don't mean yep. Though he is a friend and band member, Darian Crescent must take the stand. I see no other way. As someone with a new perspective on the case, as a suspect, to be frank. Finally, the rat's coming out of his hole. That's it. I'm ready to catch him. Darian Crescent, get ready for justice! This is as good as time as any to pause for a brief recess. The prosecution will summon a witness. Have him here and ready by the time we begin. I'm the last man who needs to be reminded of what his duties are. Very well. Court is adjourned for a 15-minute recess. Bum, bum, bum! To be continued. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. I think I'm gonna finish this case another day. Because I think this is gonna be a long trial. And I feel like I'm only halfway through it. I do. I feel like I'm only halfway through this trial. I guess I will finish this trial on Monday. Oh, it's 11 p.m. already? Wow. Man, time differences are funny. Living in different time zones is funny because when I'm like, good morning, you could be like, I'm in bed. Or when I'm like, good evening, you could be like, I'm eating breakfast. I was gonna say science, but I guess it's not science, it's geography? Geography. I will probably finish this Monday, and then there's only one case left, and I don't know. I might try and do the episode 4. I'm really excited for episode 4 when I get to see more Phoenix. So I might do a lot of episode 4 next week. I'll see how I feel. I'll be back tomorrow though with a game. I may have lied in my schedule. We'll see how I'm feeling. I may have lied about the time too. I'll see how I feel in the day. I think I might want to start earlier, and I think I want to play something else. Sign up, baby. Have a lovely rest of your Thursday/Friday, because it'll soon be Friday for you. And I'll see you tomorrow for a video game. Oh, I nearly just pressed the complete wrong button. Yeah, I do. I'm interested in seeing it. I'm